As you know, it's actually the last one is on the one of this man. It's a Uzi up against the UMP. The quick pick from Lewis down in 4 kills, but at what no stage.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Crowns. Many of you may not know this face, but today's probably the day you're gonna start knowing this face. But anyway, let's keep our fingers crossed for that. But anyways, hi everybody. The vibe is your boy Crowns. Today I'm gonna be streaming live to you the America's Cup Premier Deluxe or the America's Premier Deluxe Cup. I hope I'm getting the name right, but yeah, it is the American Cup, just as you can see up there. And I'm gonna be bringing you 4 games today. I believe today I'm gonna be streaming the North American region. There is something up with my network, and I hope to get that fixed before the game starts. So I'm trying to work on that right now because I shouldn't be dropping this much frames, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I hope my network is going to be able to sustain me through the day, because there was a storm early on today, but that's going to be talk left for another day. I low-key want to introduce myself further, but at the same time, I don't want to. I'm actually very, very psyched to get into the game, to be honest, because like I'm going to getting to stream teams that I really enjoy to watch. And anyway, my name is Grounds, popularly known in like the African region. Just 1 second. Just trying to keep up. But anyway, yeah. My name is Grounds. Like I said, I am a PUBG Mobile streamer, basically a caster though, because I'm bad at the game, so I basically do not really show my gameplay. I'm just better at talking about what's going on in the game, and also running a little bit of analysis. So be sure to expect a little bit of criticism here and there, or a little bit of hype work here and there. But that being said, we're in the room, we're about to get started. All the players are getting seated and getting ready. We should be getting started in about a minute. Just in case you're wondering, there is a 5-minute delay on the stream, or probably 6. I don't know. I know there's like at least 5 minutes delay on the stream. So yeah, and if you guys want to keep me company in the chat, please do so, because I enjoy being in the chat too. My network is seriously spiking, and bro, I feel so bad. I feel so bad, because this is not supposed to be happening. But I'll probably try to text my roommate to get to reduce his internet usage, because I really do not know what is sucking up my internet. But I'm not going to talk too much about my internet today, because I'm already pained enough, and I'm so pained you guys may not get to see me at my finest today because of my stream. But anyways, I'd love to show you leaderboards, but today we're going to be streaming the first day of the Super Weekend 2, if I'm not missing that. Yeah, it is Super Weekend 2, and today is going to be the first day. So we will be showing you it's going to be a brand new leaderboard. Participating teams in today's lobby is going to be, I'm just call them out as I see them, the Panthers. We've got Knights, we've got Black Panthers. So there's the Panthers and there's Black Panthers. Now that might be high. There's Wall Street Bets, we've got Lazarus, we've got Wasted Esports, we've got the Hit List, we've got GKS Esports, Nova Esports, Zexis Esports, Execute, Dior Esports, Team Cruelty, Pro Era, E-Storm, Lotus Esports, Team Chanchos. Ooh, I like that. Helping Quit, Addiction. Those are the teams we're gonna have today in the lobby. And let me know who you're rooting for in the chat. Personally, I'm a Knights fan, but today I'm actually going to be rooting, or at least for the first game of the day, I'm going to be rooting out for Team Chanchos right here, because I like the way the name sounds. And oh my goodness, my stream is lagging. I'm so pained. I'm actually so pained, and I really hope I hope it clears up before the end of the day, because I can see red and I can see green, and I seriously hope to get all of that fixed up. But anyway, we're going to be getting that noise off of our face. We're already in the game. We're about to get started. It's going to be the first game, the most comfortable map for everyone in this that plays PUBG Mobile. It's Erangel. So let me know if you guys can hear me. I kind of have like a whole lot of I tend to switch accents a lot, so you guys might have to deal with that. But anyway, leaving talk for where talk is due. I'm actually very excited to see this one. Like I said, let me know who you guys are rooting out for in the chat, and who knows, I might just be able to spectate them. I tend to catch a lot of fights, and a lot of rotation. So that being said, you guys might just enjoy quality gameplay today. I will be streaming today and also on Friday. So that being said, this is not the first time, or this is not the only time you're going to be seeing my face, at least on this stream. But anyways, without further ado, long talks, we're going to be getting into the first game of the day. It's going to be none other but Erangel. That's me, Crowns. The Instagram handle there is a little bit different because there's supposed to be a dot in between the J and the crowns, but we're going to be leaving myself and leave my self adoration for a later time, as now we're going to be jumping right into the game. We do have a playing part taking us across from the southeastern part to the western edge of the map. One other fun fact you should know about me: I'm low-key actually bad with my I'm lucky bad with coordinates. So sometimes I might call west east and I might call east west, but permanently it happens. I'm pretty sure it happens to the best of us. But anyways, leaving talks. To be honest, I'm very very pumped. I really cannot stop talking, and at the end of the day, I really can't stop talking. But I seriously hope, like I said, the only reason why my stream will be laggy today is because there was a snowstorm this afternoon. More like it was a very rainy day, and I'm pretty sure it's still raining outside, which is why my network is going hula baloo and oity toity. But I promise to actually get it all sorted out. But anyway, we do already see these players jumping out. I recognize some of these insignias. Some of the other ones I may not recognize them too much, but trust me, before the end of the day, I'm gonna get that done. Anyways, I do see the guys from DR, and I guess that's going to be none other but DR Esports. They are jumping, or they look to have a little split going on in Mirta Power. I'm gonna talk about the zone, just chill. We do have Mizexis out there in Nova Rep Noye. I do see ES. What team would that be? Okay, that's E-Storm out there on the farm area of the map. We see Nova also in the farm area of the map. I wonder why E-Storm is actually not in Muta, but different strokes for different folks, you know. Although I do see a little bit of a hot drop blooming out there in the school area where I see the guys from Wasted. I believe that's going to be WS Wasted, and I couldn't really see that other insignia. But anyway, in Pochinki, we're going to have none other but TC. TC is going to be, what team is that? I promise you guys I'm going to get these names before the end of the day. Oh, TC is the team I'm looking for. Team Chanchos. How about that? They're out there in Pochinki. In Ferry Bear, we've got the hit list. Primosk, we've got the guys from X. That's going to be Execute, but I already do see fights getting started, and it's going to be HQA getting it started out here in the school area of the map. As you can already see, Kiwang finds himself down on the floor. That is my MS, 76 MS, which is not supposed to be. But anyway, it's going to be them against the boys from Wasted. They've got two players here. Wasted did lose one player, which is going to be Drakinho, but they do look to be fine. They did get a return knock, so they'll be fine. I said I was going to talk about the zone. The zone is out here moving, or it looks very south, and to be honest, I am so glad that the first game of the day that I get to stream is going to be a military island zone. You cannot go wrong with a military island zone, trust me. Anyways, we do see my boys from Lotus Esports. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be supporting them sometime today because this is a team I also admire. I'm actually a big fan of the players like Salt and Chronix, and yeah, I think it's only Salt and Chronix that I still recognize here. But anyway, I was actually a big fan of them before they became Lotus. Big fan of Trey. Tend to watch him a lot. Anyway, as I said, I'm originally a Knights fan. We're playing over to Knights. We do see, oh, my four boys, I feel so. I'm so starstruck right now because, to be honest, it's a honor to be streaming my idols. But anyway, we do see the Knights holding it up there quite comfortably in Yasnaya Poliana, and I think I've pretty much called everything. The Panthers out there in Sosnovka military base. I do see E-Storm though. They did decide to cross the bridge, which is weird, but I guess they probably have a fine. No, actually not weird. I'm actually just saying it. I just realized it's actually a military base zone. What better place to be but to be on the military island as early as possible? And I really like the play coming out here from the boys from E-Storm, and I'm actually very very glad that they're doing this early on in the game. But anyway, let's see, what else do we have? I think the closest place we've got drop is actually out here in school area where we've got the boys from Wasted. I believe that's WS. They are team 8, right? Yeah, Wasted Esports. See, I'm already getting a hang of this team. I mean, other than the fact that I know pretty much half of the teams beforehand. But anyway, I've been keeping up with the competition a little bit, and I know you guys have also been keeping up with it. So in case you've been keeping up more than I have, tell me things that I do not know, you know. Tell me something that has been happening that I don't know, because I've only been keeping up with the leaderboards, to be honest, and I'm pretty much watching the Europe region because I kind of have a team over there that I'm keeping my eye out for. But that's going to be talk fan of the day, you know, talk fan of the day. But anyway, I want to pull over to the stream chat, kind of see what's going on. I do see my people here, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I get a little bit of I'm a little bit confident now that I see, you know, my friends out out there in the chat. Ambitious, Bego 666, Mentor 4KT, and Robert says go wasted. But anyway, we aren't wasted, and wasted do seem to have lost Drakinio, and I'm seriously hoping that man is not a fragger for that team, because we all know what happens to teams when they lose their fraggers. It's definitely not a good stuff. But rotations coming in from Rizexis. You see these players driving around, not quite gonna be spotted by the boys from Nova. They're being a little bit nice. Nova already do have another player on the other side of the bridge, is Shifan, and I really enjoy the way so many of these teams understand the kind of zone that we've got going on, and they already understand how they're going to be playing this one. Courtney in the chat, let's go. You know the vibes. Oh, Courtney, my chest, but it's going to be talk. Like I said, all of these I'm going to be postponing the whole lot of talks, because you know that's just how I am. But anyway, like I said, I'm actually quite the analyst for the game, but not the biggest of analysts, just very tiny. But I like the play coming out from Shifan here, securing the vehicles for his team. You can just see him get to those vehicles, waiting for them to just swim over by the time they are done looting, and that's beautiful. But I'm actually quite concerned for teams like Wall Street Bets, the Knights. These are teams that are still out there in the north, and they've not even started their rotation, because Dora is actually still zone 1, but we all know military base circles, man. We know how crazy it actually gets when we get into it. But that being said, let's see how this one goes. You guys cannot understand how pumped I am. I know the game's going to be a little bit quiet for at least the first 3 of the zones, but we will be fine, I promise. I promise you we will be fine, and it's going to get very crazy later on in the day. The Panthers are just getting comfortable. They're just like, you know what? We'll wait for this one and see how it goes. What team is this? CRT. I didn't call them out, and they will be none other but Team Cruelty out here. They've got Legend. Oh, they did lose a player too. I missed that one. I'm sorry. We've got Pew, we've got Legend, and we've got Heartless out there holding it up for the team. And I seriously hope these players that are dying are maybe not the IGLs and support players for this and fraggers for these teams, because it's going to be a whole lot of trouble. Wall Street Bets, though, finding their way a little bit to the Rosok area of the map. We see 24K out here already taking a little bit of shots, spitting the white from the Glacier, and eventually goes down to Inferno short. That man is a laser, and he's definitely putting his hand on the clutch doing that one, as Wall Street Bets will lose one player. It's going to be 24K. Possibility that he's gonna get revived, very low. There's actually no way he actually gets to survive. But HQA though, oh, they did get pushed out there in the school, and the fight has started as wasted. They get pushed by the boys from HQA. Blink and you miss it, as the boys from HQA. I think they've pretty much lost everyone, because I don't see anyone here anymore. There's actually no HQA on my map anymore. We started with 16 teams, and I'm so surprised as to how there's still 16 teams, because HQA pretty much just lost all their members in that engagement going on in the school area. I seriously missed that one as I was watching Inferno go clutch out there. But anyway, the boys from Wasted already finding themselves with 3 kills already. I'm pretty sure Robert in the chat is definitely happy, like, that is my Wasted. Let's go. You know who says your work for not letting Coop stream? I promise you would like me. Okay. Now I get what you guys saying. Anyway, I think the reason why they didn't let Coop stream is because there's a bigger Coops fan out here streaming this P. Actually gonna be letting you guys know what is going on, but I promise I'm not gonna keep the camera on Coops all the time. So tell Coops, tell Coops that his fan is the one streaming it. We do get another zone, and this zone is getting trickier, because now it's beginning to look like it might not actually go over to that military base, and we live for that one. That is something we are here to see. We just see the guys from Black Panthers. So these are the Black Panthers actually. Wakanda forever. I think I'm gonna keep my eyes for the Black Panthers, because they've got Sammy News and Blue Eyes out here. I do see a little bit of rotational engagements coming out here between the boys from Nova and the Knights, as you can see QZ finds himself seeing those vehicles rotate, but he's not just going to be taking some shots. He's going to be laying it a little bit low, allowing these guys just rotate. Man, you got to do something, bro. Ooh, shots coming in from the side. It's going to be Xenox getting that introductory knockdown to QZ, but Xenox on the other hand getting shot at by the support fire, but the run over is coming through as Scoops is just still driving up. Gonna be crashing up onto the position that has got Kindness, and we really hope to see that one. Mulling the hand of Coops, he lets it fly. He's getting pushed by Kindness. He hears those footsteps, and the question is, who walks home with this one? Who gets the knock? The cover fire coming in from behind, but you can see the support coming in from Rin as he does drive down. Coops takes some shots. This is where I expect Kindness to show, but he eventually doesn't quite get to knock. Coops onto this one, pushing up onto Kindness. He scoops up against Kindness. The M762 in the hands of Coops. That man, an absolute beast as he does get that player down. Roy instantly jumping into the water because why not? The boys from Nova, the gatekeepers, automatically, just like that, losing 2 players at the beginning of the game. It's going to be Shifan on the other side and Koi currently in the water to hold it up for them. And let's just see how they're going to play this one. Let's go, Knights! Nobody's gonna, you guys cannot actually understand how happy I am right now, because like I said, I'm actually a Coops fan and I'm actually a Knights fan to even start with. But anyways, pulling over to the boys from TCH is gonna be none other but Team Chanchos. Like I said, this is a team I'm looking forward to because I just like their name, to be honest. Woo! How about that? Anyway, pulling over, like I said, the zone is getting trickier and trickier. I do see a little bit of a breach camp coming in from the guys from Dior Esports. Badman looking good in the Dior. This man actually looking very, very good in the mummy suit, to be honest. I got the yellow one, and for some reason, I just want the white one. But anyways, I guess we all just don't get whatever we want. But anyway, I do see that Q feed lighting up a little bit where I see my boys from Lotus getting started, getting busy. I don't really see their light on the map. Oh, there they are, pushing up to the boys from Team Chanchos up here on Pochinki Hill, like I like to call it. Let me know if this is actually not Pochinki Hill, but they did get an introductory knock, maybe an introductory knock in lobby too, as we see Chronix already on that flank angle pulling up here. But these long nades are beautiful, but the shots coming in from Chronix, not quite able to get that player down, but he's got the nade at hand to follow up. As those nades are landing, he does see those 2 players. The nades are excellent coming in from both teams, but they're not quite able to connect or do any of this damage as Chronix is still out here letting those nades fly. But he sees that vehicle moving. He tries to nade a moving vehicle. Not quite able to get that one. Blinky out here also letting those nades fly, as this fight is now fully started, as both teams have actually decided to start fully on this one. The nades coming in, doing a little bit of damage, but not quite able to get those introductory knocks, which is what both teams are seriously looking for right now, as those nades will be coming out. And I think if I am Team Chanchos right now, I'm getting out of here, because this is definitely not a fight you want to engage. These guys have got angles, but they are also saying, you know what, you got angles, I'm gonna get my angles too. And I like this play coming out from Dafan. Let's just hope he's able to make it. He does lose a couple of tires, but definitely not his life. And I think that would be the memo for the boys from Lotus to actually push up, because now you know it's probably gonna be like a 3v4 or a 4v3 basically. But anyway, Tixi Lala Archie has got that beautiful angle, but anyways, the push is getting initiated. Chronix letting those shots fly as they push up onto one of the players. Trash shadows go down. The push is initiated up onto Riggy. The shots coming in. That man trying to hold it up behind the coup, but he's not quite able to hold up as he does get instantly thirsty. 2 players left, 40 players from Team Chanchos, and that would be the call to just get out of here. I mean, finally they get the memo to get out of here, and you can just see them getting in that vehicle. But I do not know Lotus. I don't think they're one team that would want these players to get out of here. Assault, he spots them, he's letting those shots fly. The tires are gone in that vehicle, and Salt is still letting that spray come on with the red dot. One hit is all they need on that player, but unfortunately they won't be able to down in, as Team Lotus will walk away with this fight with 2 kills to their name. Nothing too bad. Everyone's happy except the boys from Team Chanchos, and that was beautiful push coming out from Lotus. And I just said it that, yo, you know what, push up onto that fight, because now you know there's a handicap. But talk about third party of the century is going to be none other but Wall Street Bets, as they come in to do the damage onto the boys from Lotus Esports. They do get the first knock, make that the second knock, and Steve-O definitely gets that memo. He's definitely calling his teammates, let's push up on this one. Or maybe not, because they're actually just 2 left, so there's a possibility it might not happen. But anyway, more shots still coming in from the side of Wall Street Bets. They did lose 24k initially in this fight, but I don't think they're going to be letting that one stop them, as Nemesis and Drago getting that buggy, pushing up onto that fight. And Kiyoshi, I like the play coming in from Kiyoshi, instantly moving closer to actually, suppress the shots coming out from the boys from Wall Street Bets. It's actually a nice play, except for the fact that now you're in nadable range, and the boys from Wall Street Bets definitely making sure anyone who is in nading range gets a piece of their grenades. And this is exactly what I love to see. Zone 3 out here, and the boys from Lotus Esports grab their revive and get in their vehicles, activate the control alternate JP. as they will be getting out of here. This dude says this power man. I'm actually chilling with the chat because oh, talk about the zone and talk about unexpected things as we see Mizexi is getting pushed or pushing up onto the guys from Lazarus Esports. They do lose 2 players. It's going to be inactive down, but then Peralta is going to be holding up. The tides have changed as the boys from Lazarus now find themselves down with just 1 player. It's going to be Starlight, but if there's 1 player that can hold it up, it is Starlight. We know what this man is capable of doing, and we're just going to be keeping our eye out on him as he does let those nets fly. I don't know if he's going to be going for the revives, but those nets are beautiful. Starlight gets 1 to connect. He sees another player out in the distance. It's going to be Peralta, but he's going to be letting those smokes fly because smokes right now is definitely what you need. Has to go for that revive onto Joey, but it is a very tricky situation that he finds himself Starlight, but he's going to be able to grab that revive. It's beautiful. Haha, good gracious. Good gracious. Anyway, the 1 revive up. Joey's still out there gathering a little bit of information, but the spray through the smoke is excellent as he gets the boys from Lazarus out. Mizex is beautifully played, and you love to see that one. I was going to talk about the zone actually pushing over to the northern side, so pretty much jokes on those teams who decided to go, to the military base earlier. And Execute actually did swim or get a vehicle or a boat to get to the military island, and now the zone is like, surprise motherfuckers. Am I allowed to curse? Good gracious, I don't know about you guys. I am having fun with myself, and I can tell there's a lot of people that are angry at me in the chat, and I hope that changes by the end of the day. Anyway, Execute finding their way into the zone. They are very close to the boys from the Panthers as Fate loses 1 tire on that vehicle, goes for the legendary spin, but that man has got a grade S driver's license. Scott and you can just see him driving away, and that's just beautiful gameplay coming out from them that area. But it gets crazy because both teams have to get off the island. The island is about to be covered with the blue zone, and both teams actually have to leave the vicinity right now, and this is probably where it gets tricky because both maybe the military island base is still, or zone is actually good, but you see that Novo Bridge definitely not an option. But anyway, shots coming out. We do see the boys from the Chanchos. I think they did lose 1 more player. They hit list out here in the outskirts of Pochinki, just letting the shots fly. Teams already leaving the bridge, getting into the zone. A lot of rotations coming in. We can see the Panthers using the military island bridge to just find their way into the zone, and that's just nice play coming out from them. But right now, they are moving from frying pan to fire, moving from Mizexis down, moving from Execute up onto the boys from Pro Error. I don't think they actually want to capitalize on that fight, as you can just see Papi driving away. This is definitely not a fight they want to take, and like I said, this is just zone 4. Zone getting smaller and smaller, but there's only so much you can run. At this point, you cannot run anymore. Here comes the part where you actually have to fight. And this is where it's actually going to get crazy because this is zone 4, 17 minutes into the game, and we still got 14 teams left in this lobby. As you can see, the shots coming in from Pro Era onto the rotating members from the Panthers. Not quite able to get many of those shots to connect, but they would actually be fine. Whew, does this guy even breathe? It happens just like that. I do see a little bit of fight between DR, but the third party coming in from Knights is going to be crazy, and we can also see the Black Panthers. Summer school goes down. That man not sent to summer school but sent back into the lobby. As you can see, Blue Eyes is actually out here. A lot of shots coming in from the Knights out here, but no, the Blue Eyes gets themselves in a tricky situation, and same thing can be said about Samu. And the full send from the Black Panthers is definitely not helpful, but the Ori Sports also losing some players. Oh my goodness, Black News, he's able to get 1 player down. He's down with just under, taking his shots through the smoke. That man doesn't quite spot the snake in the grass, and down he goes. The Knights also pulling into the vicinity as Xenox is here with his vehicle, and they're just able to get his health back up. Xenox doing a little bit of scouting, and now he definitely spots that player. Shots coming out onto Coops, make that Xenox, but now the support is here, coming in from none other but Coops. Shots coming in, the double push is coming in through. Coops with the M762 downs that man, and it's the boys from the Ori Sports going out, but fights doesn't start as we still have a little bit of shots coming in from the Wasted boys as they take some shots at the boys from the hit list out there, getting their way out of Pochinki. I don't know what's up with Chanchos, but they do have people getting safe nades out here. Shots coming in onto the hit list in that little sniper tower. Not quite able to get the shots to connect, but talk about iconic. Man goes down. Definitely not in an iconic manner, as Inferno is going to be tapping away his sorrows, but the third party coming in from the boys from Mizexis is excellent. Peraita taking those shots. Loses a little bit of HP, but he'll be fine, as we can just see he's got support coming in from inactive. That man is definitely active on his cover fire, as we are down to 10 teams left in this lobby. All of these teams holding it up in different angles. They look like they would not fight anytime soon, but the boys from E-Storm find themselves very close to Mizexis. Inactive moving in that vehicle, trying to see if he can get closer, trying to get an angle, but it might not just be the best calls coming in from him, as Walls has got his eye on him. The Tommy gun shooting at the vehicle, losing 2 tires. The push initiated by E-Storm. Shots coming in from Inactive. He tries to get one down, but the answer is going to be no. The run over failed by Peralta, as the boys from Mizexis also find themselves back in the lobby, pulling over to E-Storm, who is out here having to face the boys from Knights. Nade's already flying. Question is that going to be enough to stop the driving man Xenox? Because that man, we are playing PUBG Mobile here, but this man is definitely playing Need for Speed, as we see the fight getting started between the boys from Wasted. They already have one player knocked. It's going to be Inferno. He has to get revive shots. Might just be flying out towards Vayne, who's finding a beautiful position for his team in the zone. And we're just going to see how the are going to play this one out. The hit list not quite in the zone yet, as shots will be coming out from the Knights up onto the boys from Eastbourne, Eastbourne. Coops has to go. Sorry, wait. Why do I keep calling Xenox Coops? Fuck. People are going to be so pissed at me in the chat. Sorry. Anyways, Loto still find himself in this game, as we can hear shots coming in from every single part of the map. Wall Street Bets taking in some shots from the Panthers. Not quite able to get that one down, as Xenox is going to have 2 players driving close to him. He hears those vehicles, takes those shots. He's very on HP. Has to just go behind the vehicle, but he's getting pushed by Flash. That man is fast, but he's not going to be fast enough for the third party, as he does come in from the boys from Esports, or make that 10 sound, the cover fire, which is excellent. Actually, gotta give it to that man. But anyway, E-Storm still alive in this one, holding 3 kills to their name, and they will just be chilling, taking some shots at the members. Ooh, make that Wall Street bet going out also, as shots will be coming out from Monstro onto the boys from the hit list. They're not in the zone, but these DP bursts are excellent from E-Storm. But there's only so much you can do when you actually sandwich between teams. But Monstro has been spotted by Inferno. Same thing can be said about Inferno to Monstro. The Knight still letting that one fly, but it's Nades coming in from Lotus onto the boys from Wall Street Bets, as they do get pushed by Salt, the man, adding a little bit of cherry on top, putting a little bit of salt, giving it a little bit of spice, as the Knight still out here with 6 kills, looking to draw closer and closer to the boys from E-Storm. Coops already on the leading push. Nade's already flying towards him. I think he's gotten enough information that he needs, but shots are going out on that left hand side of the map. Nade's landing onto Coops, but Coops has got his own in return. The question is he going to take anyone down? The answer is no. Gets that player a little bit low, but Lotus have a hard time finding their way into the zone, pulling over to the top of the hill. Where we've gone, the nade is excellent. The nades are excellent coming in from the Panthers onto the boys from Wasted Esports. As you can just see those nades landing easy and gently and quietly. Robert understands the memo. He gets into that vehicle and he's like, hell no, boys. See ya. And definitely a good call from him, but it's almost too late, as Papi is out here. He sees that buggy, or he hears that buggy, takes the shots with his Scar L, sees 2 more cars rotating in the, oh my goodness, Yoshi sees that player is going up the hill, but he's not quite able to get it to connect. 4 teams left in the zone, as we just lost the boys from Wasted Esports. The Knights and Esports, or E-Storm, currently have the zone, but this push from the Lotus onto the boys from the Panthers has to happen as fast as possible. Tensa on the other hand, going out to players from E-Storm. The fight getting started. Tensa is low, or he's actually down. He has to get revived, but Kenneth B goes down. The Knights fully committed to that fight, but the same thing can be said about Lotus, as they push up onto the Panthers. 1 knock, make that 2 knocks, as they have to push up onto that one. They run over onto Salt, takes him down. 1 player left is going to be Kiyoshi. Tries to run, but there's only so where you cannot run too much. It is Moso with his shots out here. 6 kills onto the name of the Panthers, and now they have to deal with the Knights and E-Storm. The question is, who walks home with the winner chicken dinner of the day? That one is something I'm willing to answer, but Coops on the other hand is already pushing up onto the Panthers. They head the shots, they won the fight. The drive Well, maybe not a drive-through yet. It's hard. It's so hard to tell what is gonna happen. But anyway, Scoops has got the nade in hand. Xenox has got the nade also in hand, letting those nade flies towards Jayuya. But Jay getting shot at, and Xenox is there to complete the shots. Moso also finds himself prone, but down he goes. The Knights on a two-man push is excellent. The E-Storm lending a little bit of a hand. Now we're down to a 4v3. The Knights up against the boys from E-Storm, who walks home with the winner chicken dinner. Monstro on the beautiful angle as he's pushing up closer and closer to the Knights. But one player of the Knights has got the zone. It's not other but Tensor. The boys from E-Storm, they actually have to find a way to push Tensor without getting shot at by the support. But the vehicle explosion from Xenox gonna get that man down, and there is the call to full send coming in from Xenox and Coops as they're pushing up 9 kills already to the Knights. Tensor is gonna be supporting on that push as the Molly is already been sent through. Coops and Xenox in the building. Down goes 2 players of E-Storm. It's gonna be 1 player left. It's gonna be Monstro. This man is prone in the grass, but what are the odds? What are the odds that this man gets the 1v4? Chico already driving through. Same thing can be said about Coops. Tensor spots that man in the grass, and the boys from Knights walk home with the first chicken dinner of the day. Woo-hoo! How about that? What better way to start off the day but to get a chicken dinner from my favorite team? The Knights walking home with this chicken dinner, making it look as easy as it gets. 12 Q points to follow up with that one. Second place is going to be none other but E-Storm, able to hold it up with 5 kills. The Panthers coming out in third, 6 kills. Lotus Esports in 4th place with I'm bad at math, please, I'm an engineering student, but anyway, 4th place is going to be none other but Lotus with 6 kills. We got the guys from Wasted in 5th place with 5 kills. Wall Street Bets in 6th place with 1 kill. The Heat List in 7th place with 3 kills. Pro Era 8th place, 1 kill. Nova 9th place with 3 kills. Mizex is 10th place with 4 kills. Team Chanchos, I'm sorry, I'll get it. Team Chanchos in 11th with 0 kills. Dior in 12th place with 3 kills. Execute in 13th place with 4 kills. Black Panthers in 14th place with 3 kills. Lazarus 15th with 1 kill. The boys from Team Cruelty out there in 16th place with 1 kill. HQA going out first in 17th place with 1 kill to the name. Whew! How about that? Talk about a beautiful game. That was actually a game I actually enjoyed. We thought it was actually going to start. We thought it was going to be a military island base or military island zone, and here we are. We had that zone come back up, and it was just absolute bonkers. Gotta give it to the Knights though for that winner chicken dinner. But anyway, I need to rest, put a little bit of graphics on here and there. But anyways, get myself ready. If you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel if you've not. I know a lot of you are angry, but please do not be angry. At least don't be angry at me. I'm trying my best. But anyway, that being said, drop a like on the stream in case you're enjoying the game. I see a lot of Crowns OP in the chat. Thank you very much. I really live for that. But anyway, I'm gonna be leaving talk, sending you guys to the BRB, as I will be back in a few. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. It's your boy Crowns. You know the vibes. Well, hello everybody, it's your boy Crowns, and I'm back at your faces, whether you like it or not. We're about to get started in the room, but before we go further, I like to display that or just show you what. Am I pointing? Yeah, I'm pointing to the right direction. And I'd like to show you guys what I've got going on there. We've got the Knights, that's the leaderboards after the first game of the day. We've got the Knights out there in first place, E-Storm finding themselves in second place on the leaderboards, the Panthers in third, Lotus Esports in fourth, Wasted Esports in fifth place, Wall Street Bets in sixth, the Hitlist in seventh, Mezexis Esports in eighth place, Nova Esports in ninth, Dior Esports in 10th, Execute in 11th, Black Panthers find themselves in 12th place with 3 points, Pereira in 13th place with, I'm not going to call that 2 points, Lazarus in 14th, Team Crowley T in 15th, Team Chanchos in 16th, HQA in 17th place, GKS in 18th place, and we're actually going to get started in about 40 seconds, so be sure to admire that leaderboard as much as possible because we're going to get into the game as fast or as soon as possible. Yep, it's just craziness on and on and on and on, and I know game one was actually very, very beautiful. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but damn, you guys are plenty. Yeah, you guys talk a lot. I love that. I like that energy. Keep that up. We're going to be seeing that one. But anyway, that being said, we're in the game. These players are making a lot of noise with their guns, so I'm just going to make sure you guys do not hear that one. But anyway, Ludabo's looking a little bit sexy. I'm kind of enjoying the way he looks right now because, I mean, Knights on top. What else? But anyway, let's actually see how Miramar is going to turn out. I'm psyched about Miramar. Let me see your predictions in the chat. Who do you guys think is going to walk home with the winner chicken dinner? Who are you here to support? Let me know and see all of that in the chat. Without further ado, Oiti Hula Balu and Shikrimidi, like I like to say, we'll be getting into the next game of the day. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to none other but Miramar. Miramar, we've got our playing path, pretty much almost the same playing path as we got in Erangel, but this time it's taking us all the way from the waters of Puerto Paraíso up to the hills on the western edge of the circle. That's the west, right? Yes, I got it this time. But anyway, that being said, in case anybody's wondering who this guy is, my name is Crowns, and that overlay is going to change very soon. I'm actually sorry. But anyway, that being said, I stream with a mobile phone, so which is why, you know, my overlay has to be there so you can, you know, we have to look aesthetically pleasing, you know. But anyway, that being said, we can already see teams jumping off the plane as fast as possible, you know, and that's actually beautiful. I do see a blooming hot drop coming on out there in that Impala area because I think I saw about 2 teams jump out. It's going to be none other but Lotus and the boys from Pro Era. I hope that fight doesn't get started because it's Miramar and I seriously hate early fights in Miramar. I enjoy when my Miramar games last, you know, for a very long time. But that being said, I think it's definitely happening as we already see those players already finding their way onto the ground. Blinky, the only one who's not close to his teammate Salt on the other ground, has found his way to land. They definitely know about where these players are. Impala, definitely not the biggest of hot drops, definitely not the biggest of cities that can actually contain up to 2 teams. So these teams actually have to find a way to play it out. Zone appearing, and we do have what looks to be like an eastern zone. Love to see that one. I would enjoy that one. I do see another hot drop looking to happen out there in the power grid, and maybe San Martin. The Graveyard Boys also look like they will be dropping to find a vehicle. That's going to be E-Storm. We'll probably be looking for a vehicle out there, and I hope that doesn't lead to fight. Another hot drop that we do see happening is out here in El Pozo, where we see the Black Panthers landing with the boys from Lazarus Esports. A lot of hot drops already getting started, but it's going to be Chronix introducing himself to the boys from Pro Era as he lets some shots fly. Fight's gonna start any second from now. As you can see, the boys from Lotus Esports, they're definitely not sharers. They're definitely like, you know what, we're not sharing. This is our spot, and they're doing that one. But the question is, is Pro Era also ready to share? Are they ready to defend, or are they ready to actually attack? Because I really do not know who's hot or whose drop spot this actually is. The Menace out here letting those smokes fly because he knows it's a matter of time before it gets pushed. Gonna put it over on the, you know, the room cam out here. As you can see, shots coming in, the support fire, or actually, yeah, support fire coming in from Kiyoshi, but he does get spotted. The boys from Lotus, that smoke is definitely going to be keeping them from pushing up. They know that player is upstairs. They're trying to just get their footsteps right, trying to figure out how many players are there. But Pan does get shot at. Same thing can be said about Vayne, and I think that memo has been given, as I don't think he's got health, Joe. And this is where it becomes bad, because the instance you start to lose health, that's where it gets crazy, because it's a hot drop. The possibility that you have first aid is actually very low. And I was actually right. That man's just got a bandage up till the very end. This team's probably hearing him tear those bandages. And I like the fact that they're taking their time, trying to just, you know, get as much angles and as much information as possible. Both teams have got a very dirty angle going on here. One angle coming in from Flash, another angle coming in from Kiyoshi from Lotus. But the question is, who is the better cover fire? We love to see that one. That's what we actually want to see. But anyway, other drops are also large enough to accommodate about 2 teams, so I believe that there won't be any fights. The graveyard also looking like the boys from the Chanchos will be getting started. As shots will be coming out, Lotus does find his way upstairs. He's going to jump back down. Oh, someone's got the M249 in hand. Oh, but the shots coming up onto Vayne, but it is a trade, as Blinky also finds himself on the floor. But Chronix definitely not having it, as he pushes up onto that one, realizes there's 2 players. He's still letting those shots fly, as he's gonna have to fall back here. Beautiful play coming in from him, but the fire coming in through the window. That's a beautiful angle coming in from Menace, but that Salt Man is just too OP. Shots coming in from Kiyoshi up onto Flash, preventing Flash from getting that push, and 2 revives has to come up onto the boys from Lotus Esports. Same thing can be said about Pro Era, and I do not know if both teams will be able to get their resets, as Lotus or Salt actually does seem to continue to press up onto this fight. Flash, he's got something in hand. He knows he cannot throw that one because that cover fire. Oh, the M249 in the hand of Menace is actually a big menace, but it's getting shot at. But Salt with the UMP gets that man down. 3 players find themselves on the floor for the boys from Pro Era. Flash is going to be able to get that revive onto Vayne. Same thing can be said about Salt and Chronix, as they will be getting back up on their feet. Salt, on the other hand, this man is doing a whole lot of work, but he cannot just overextend onto this fight, because he knows there is only so much that his cover fire Kiyoshi can do for him, as they're looking to get that elevation, looking to get a little bit of height. And that is beautiful play coming out from Salt. If he's able to play this one well, it will be excellent. The nades are flying, but they will not be connected. Salt still looking for a little bit of an elevation, as the revives is going to be coming in from Pro Era. I love it. Love it. You love to see that one. They do not have the meds, but they believe if they join, you know, at least 3 10 HPs together, that is 30 HP, and you should be able to do something with that. Anyway, Chronix, not on the roof, is able to bandage up, getting his health back up to you know, a considerably good place. And it's actually beautiful. It's actually safe for the guys from Lotus to assume that these guys have gotten their full revives and they probably have their healths back up. Little do they know that these men do not have any first aid kits. But anyway, this is one fight that is taking so long. Lotus happen to find themselves on the losing end of this fight, as they do already lose 1 player out there. Gonna be none of that but Blinky. That man blinked and he definitely went down to that M249. But anyways, we do see Vayne, and I do see another fight getting started, as HQA, the boys in the graveyard, getting it started. But I guess that's gonna be Monstro getting buried by one of those players from HQA. Sonny, on the other hand, he's got his eyes on the waist. That UMP shot, definitely OP from that man. A very sunny day in Miramar, and that man just gave, you know, that man, you know, a weather update. Anyway, back to Impala, where we've got shots coming out. Chronix with the M249 also in hand, getting a knock onto one of the players from... Ooh, scratch that. This is a squad wipe. I blinked. I missed it just because I wanted to see the weather update. How about that? I'm actually really sorry. But anyway, the boys from Lotus Esports, they're definitely not charity. Lose 1 player, but definitely a small price to pay for salvation. Like we like to say, Thanos vibes, you get me? But anyway, Zone 1 still out here. We have a little bit of an Eastern zone going on here, and we really hope to see how these teams are going to play this one out. Where are my Knights? Oh, there they are, in the outskirts of La Bendita. The winners of the last game. You love to see them. Tensa, Coops, Xenox, and Chico Bean. Chico Claw, actually. Let me not call the wrong player, you know. But anyway, the boys from HQA, they're not relenting. They're actually out for the blood. As our shots will be coming out, Lazarus to get started with the boys from Dior Esports, and I'm actually out here watching for how this player wants to run his way out of this one. But down he goes, Ken FB. And I guess that's going to be the end. On the other hand, Dior, they lose one player. Get off my all chat! Anyway, shots coming out. Sonny goes down to one of the players from Royals. And what? Sorcery. Absolute sorcery. The 4x scope on the AKM. And he's spraying, not even tapping. Nah, bro, I need the sensitivity code. Anyone's got that, please just kind of, drop it. But anyway, leaving talk, Wall's gonna be pulling away from this fight because nothing. Get off my all chat. I'm actually gonna turn off my all chat in the next game so you guys wouldn't be hearing all of this talks in the background. Anyway, zone already coming in, and this is where it starts to get crazy. You see the guys from Team Cruelty finding their way into the zone. They have the same color as the boys from Execute, who also gets into the game. That man is yawning. He's obviously not watching this stream, bro, because if he's watching this stream, he should know that it's actually going on. It's about to go down. Okay, I'm gonna stop pulling up onto HQA. Nova out here, Koi, they did lose little players to the Knights in the last game, and Koi driving closer and closer to the Knights. You might want to avoid that because those boys, they're not here to play. They're not boilable meats. Oh boy, they might be vegetarians, bro. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, zone about to close up, zone 1, and the zone centers up quite beautifully, and that fight had to happen anytime soon. It's a zone fight going on between Execute and the boys from Team Cruelty. Heartless, definitely Heartless, as he takes Fates down. I was going to make a bad joke with that name, but I'm going to stop. Ooh, the Venom very low on HP, eventually goes down to the zone, but this man Jason, he's getting shots from places he himself cannot fathom, as Yang has got that beautiful angle. Oh sorry, make that pew. Who's got that angle and he's making it go pew pew pew. Smoke's coming in from Jason, but it's not going to be just enough because last we know. What? What? What was that nade from Yang? Okay, I don't know if anyone is seeing it, but is anyone, that man launched a Kobe from what? That's almost like a 150 meter. Whoa. Talk about an arm. And he's gonna be able to get the revive. Oh my goodness. I actually, what? I'm actually still mind blown by that nade coming in from Yang out there, and that's beautiful, just beautiful to just turn the tides of this fight. But ooh, Iris has to turn his eyes to the side as a legend with that red dot. He's gonna be letting the shots fly. This guy is taking a whole lot of blue damage. Yang wants to get out of here, and definitely doing so. I reckon they do not have enough medkits to continue this fight. Jason gonna be healing himself back up in that little shack. Pew has got to cross the road, but while these guys are testing themselves out and feeling themselves, we're gonna be checking out another parts of the map as the boys from Lazarus do get a full push onto some other members of Dior Esports. Fears is the one in line as one player is down for Dior. The kitty does go back to the lobby. We're sorry, but I think that's going to be the end of the day. Summer school, Batman. It's currently winter, bro. But he's running out of here. It's like, nope, I'm not doing that one. Legend still doing a whole lot of shots or a whole lot of damage with the red dot out here in the zone. 2 kills to the name of Crewless, and I don't know, Cruelty. If I am Cruelty, I'm actually leaving here because, I mean, that's enough damage, like, bro. Whew, you got to calm down. You've got to calm down. Yeah, you see that man taking a huge breath. That is exactly what you need. But anyway, I've got Lazarus fanboys in my chat. Lazarus out here with 3 kills that I've missed. I'm sorry to the Lazarus fanboy who is Eduardo. First of all, I'm Crowns, as you can read. I'm not a tech scope, but I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it. Anyway, the summer school finding his way to the center of the circle. Same thing can be said about the Knights and the Panthers. On that western edge of the circle, we've got the HQA, we've got the hit list. We've also got Wall Street Bets and Wasted Boys chilling out there. As this is Lazarus finding their way into the zone. Fear, Starlight, Joey, and Issa Jat gonna be finding their way into the zone. I'm actually a big fan of Joey though, and Starlight, Loki. I've been following Starlight since it was in, what team was it? Was it? I'm not gonna actually say that one, but I know I know it was somewhere. Anyway, HQA look to have found himself in a little bit of a situation, or make that the other way around, as is the hit list. Who has one player is going to be Jack G, finding himself very close, moving a little bit too close to the HQA boys. Sonny gets spotted, but the same thing can be said about Jack G, as he eventually goes down to those beautiful shots coming in from Kiwang. Kiwang, on the other hand, he's got eyes. Got eyes on the boys from the hit list. He's gonna be watching those players as they come in little by little, aware of the third party, and I love the game awareness coming in from Kiwang right here. But push gets it initiated as Cross lets that nade fly. It's a good one, but it's not gonna be doing the damage. Another one follows up. The follow-up nade is not gonna be there, but the King Pig still pushing up little by little. I like the fact that they understand that there is cover fire in this situation, but Kiwang doesn't mind. He's pushing up onto that one, losing health. Oh, his body actually losing health, but Jack G, the information is there. Now he knows there's just two players. It's going to be the Gold Blade and Jack G trying to hold it up against the full team of HQA, as they've got four players already swarming onto their position. Nades going back and forth. This beautiful nade coming in from Jack G as he goes down, but another return fire coming in from the Gold Blade is going to get Sonny down. Kiwan gets into that vehicle one more time, and down he goes. The cover fire coming in from Glint and Iconic is beautiful, as HQA and I find themselves in a very, very tough situation. Now they have to get two revives. Cross trying to let the shots go out, trying to take out that cover fire, but right now what they need is grenade, as the shots will be coming out onto the Golden Blade, but it's not gonna get him down. Kiwang looking to get thirsted by the Blade, and the Blade, man, is definitely OP, but it's getting shot at from all different sides from HQA, but he does stand up for the second time, gets the knock onto the Pig, and now the tides have changed, or the tables have turned, as Jack G gonna be pushing up onto down, getting that thirst onto one of the players from HQA. Sonny gonna be getting revived by Cross, and if I'm HQA, I'm falling back into the compound, trying to, probably just take a breather, restart the push, and just relax a bit. Oh, but this man doesn't have it in his dictionary. Cross. He goes down to Jack G. That man is fragging his balls out. You'd love to see that one. Has to go for a little bit of a heal up. 10 bandages in hand. He might be fine. The zone pushing us a little bit central. Nothing else happening in the map that I can see, except for Lazarus looking to probably get in a little bit of a rotation lock with the boys from the Black Panthers. But I want to see how this fight ends, as the Blade gets that thirst up onto the player from HQA. One player left for HQA is going to be none other but Sonny, but he's got the M249 in hand. I like to call it the squad wiper, and let's just see if he can actually use it to do the name. The boys, get off my old chat, bro. Get off my old chat. Get off. How long do I have to listen to him? I'm sorry to whoever player is actually on my old chats. I'm sorry, but you're ruining my stream, please. Anyway, Sonny is gonna just be holding up over there. See Lazarus out there. Make that Team Chanchos holding it up here on that western edge of the circle. They do look to be getting pushed little by little by the boys from Wall Street Bets. I think Wall Street Bets have got their eyes on that compound. 24K driving closer and closer, but they will be fine. They will be going for another compound. Nemesis is already doing a little bit of scouting on that area, and they will be fine. HQA Sonny does get spotted by the players from the hit list, and that's going to be him going out of the game. Lazarus coming in from that northeastern edge of the circle. You love to see that one. And I really like when teams decide to go like a spiral around the map, come all the way from... good gracious. Good gracious, the chat is hot. I actually want to keep up. Because Okay. I'm actually gonna focus on the fights. Keep up with the chat later. But anyway, I don't expect any more fights. At least not until like a couple of zones. So right now we're just gonna chill. This is something we like to. This is something like I always say when we actually play these games, because it's more like Erangel is all crazy, Sandhawk crazy. We're gonna talk about soon. But when we're talking about oh my goodness. When we're talking about Miramar, we know Miramar gets hot in the beginning. It goes a little bit quiet. And right now, we're currently in that quiet time. Everyone's probably like, time out.
Exactly where he was. I just marked where I saw the
Get off my whole chat. Please. Please, I'm begging. He does sound like Xenox, but Xenox is still alive. I know I cannot hear the all chat unless they're dead. So
I'm pretty sure it did. Oh yeah, it did. Look, you can see it on our the recent chat.
see, there you go. That is not Xenox. It's not Xenox. But anyway, we're gonna be doing voice recognition later. Last, my name is Grounds, not Siri. So Jaji, if I were to be you, I'm getting out of that buggy. I did watch a friend of mine getting a buggy earlier today. His buggy was smoking just like this in Miramar. And if there's one thing we know, the chemistry between, or the synergy between Miramar and buggies is not the best, but the chemistry between the boys from the Black Panther and their weapon is excellent as the glint goes down to those beautiful M4 shots. Definitely seeing a lot of white, and down he goes. I feel so bad for him because Mans was just looking for a tag. Zone getting crazier and crazier, and I seriously love Miramar zones where you have to pick between two sides. Thank you for Eduardo for saying Starlight was in Nova and MZS. Yeah, that's where I knew him from, Nova. I knew him from Nova and I knew him from MZS, from the X's. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. See, people actually know their facts. Good to know people are actually keeping up with me in the chat. I love it. Anyway, the Knights getting shot at. I see an introductory now coming in, and I think it's going to be none other but I didn't see if it was Nova or if it was the Panthers, but I know it's long range engagement, so I'm not going to pull over there, at least not yet, but I'm going to be pulling over to the boys from Lotus as they already do get started. Wasted getting also started with the boys from Team Cruelty down in the southern edge of the circle as one player does get exploded in that vehicle. Robert, on the other hand, he's been spotted behind that vehicle, behind the party bus, and Legend, I don't know if that man wants to rest. I don't know if that man wants to let it be as Lotus do get started on the other side. One player goes down for Lotus. It's going to be Chronix finding himself holding his belly. The Panthers finding himself in that deep salt, letting those nades fly, but he's going to be pushing up onto that one. But the third party from Inferno going to be doing the damage onto Lotus as this third party oh my goodness, I feel so bad for them. But anyways, Kiyoshi letting those shots fly in the FPP switch. He's the last one left, and to be honest, if I were to be here, I'm getting out of here. But it's frying pan to fire right now because he's driving further into the center of the circle. He's in the air. His body is on fire. He takes some shots at Koi, but Koi is not having it. Takes him down. Anyway, more shots still coming out from Koi onto the Panthers as he's able to spot those smokes, able to realize that there is actually a team playing in that deep out there. Wall Street Breads, they've still got Drago very close in this fight, but on the other hand, they do have 24k down. He will be getting revived. Yank goes for that quick airdrop. I think is the last one left for Team Execute, and I think the player on my eye chart is from Wasted Esports because you can already see their players going down, or maybe Wall Street Bets, I don't know, but get off my eye chart. Anyway, that man getting tapped, and down he goes to the play zone. The boys from Wasted down with just two players left. It's going to be Robert, GG, and the Inferno as a Wall Street Bet also do get started with the rotating members from Team Chancho. Team Chanchos loses one player. It's gonna be Humid Dengi, who eventually does go down. He gets blown up in that vehicle. Wall Street Bets on the top of the hill, and this is where it's gonna be trouble for the boys from the Team Chanchos because they have to get into the zone. And more shots coming out from Mizexis as they push up onto the Knights. Remix is here for the support. Nate's flying out onto Tensa. It's a good one from Remix, taking that one, or taking that player down. Inactive is out here actively supporting Coops on that off angle. The smokes getting deployed by the Knights. Wall Street Bets taking in shots from the background as Lazarus gets started with the hit list, but the nades are beautiful from Coops. The push still getting initiated as Wasted going down to the boys from the Panthers. They left with just one player. Lazarus also in an engagement in that northern edge. But I'm so sorry I'm missing this fight. Oh my god, that Lazarus fan in the chat is gonna pipe my brains. It's actually gonna kill me because I missed a lot of kills. Alright, anyway. Actually, we've got the Knights holding it up. The Rez has been Tensa actually getting revived there. I think MZR, or sorry, Zex is able to get their revive. They lost one player, and I think that was the third party. A lot of players actually losing their lives to the zone. And I'm talking about Team Chanchos, who are getting gay kept. And eventually, like I said, they're getting gay kept by the boys from Wall Street Bets. There's no getting out of there. And Nate still flying out from the Knights onto the boys from Zex's Inactive, Thor, and Yahir. will be the ones holding it up against the Knights, trying to see what they can do. But both teams find themselves not in the zone. Nova, on the other hand, they hold a spot on that other side of the road. And like I said, this is a zone that peaks between two sides. You have to pray you're on the right side of the zone. We're currently in zone 5. The zone is getting cruel. 20 seconds on the clock, and these teams have got to move as the Knights and Mizexes have got to start and finish this fight as soon as possible. Coops getting into a vehicle, does seem to be trying to get his angle in the zone, and he's able to get that angle, but the boys from Nova might just be able to spot him. We're going to be pulling out from that fight as the rest of the Knights, they need to clear the back. But shots coming out. Chico happens to be the first in line. Shots coming out as Wall Street Bets comes in for the third party. Mizexes find himself in between a rock and a hard place as one player does go down to the vehicle explosion. Wall Street Bets 24k, letting those nades fly. He gets another nade onto him. Nova going down to the boys from the Panthers, if I'm not mistaken, as Lazarus do get started. I think they got 2 knocks and they will be full sending on to that fight. I love it. Coming out from Lazarus out here. It's a Jat leading the push out here. One player goes down. The Molly is getting sent to the top of the building as Starlight continues that push, continues to apply the pressure. Shots going in the wrong direction. Starlight spots that player. The beautiful jiggle on the stairs is OP. Gets that extra player down. Nova down to just 1 player left. It's going to be that player with the Uzi. It's going to be taking some shots. QZ gets 1 knock. Make that 2, but eventually not going to be able to hold up as Starlight the man is able to do the damage. Mizexes losing players steadily to the boys from Wall Street Bets as now they have to get into the zone. Inactive is the last one left. The Panthers, the Black Panthers, taking some shots at the Knights. 2 players down. Make that 3 as Chico hits the deck. And this really points to full send it, but they won't be full sending it, and I understand why you wouldn't full send it because it's actually out in the open. Nemesis has to hit the deck. He goes down to the boys from Lazarus. Give those men from Lazarus are not holding scope. They're definitely holding goggles. And Starlight with 6 kills, he's got his eyes fixed on Yang. More shots coming out onto the Knights. They're trying to grab their revives. They're able to grab their revives, but the Panthers also blowing up some vehicles, doing in the third party, doing in the damage as Papi gets into the vehicle. The zone pushes over to the left, and this is where it gets crazy because we've still got 17 players in this lobby and a whole lot of open field. The Knights currently trying to grab their revive, but the Black Panthers, they're definitely relentless, taking in some shots steadily towards the Knights, but the Panthers coming in also from behind. Mizexes has to find their way into the zone, but they've got just 2 players left. Same thing can be said about Lazarus, but Yang preventing that push in coming in from Lazarus as now they've got to cross, and that is where the problem starts. The smokes have been deployed. Fears decides to start the push, but Cruelty getting started with the boys from the Panthers. Legend gets 1 player down, has to get into the buggy, tries to beat the zone. He gets into that buggy, he's driving straight into the zone. He sees Fears, he stops out in the open, but Fears, that man is OP. Lazarus is on something else today. 10 kills already to their name, and they don't look like they want to stop anytime soon. 2 players, but they are still as furious as ever. Pew in the blue zone might just be stepping on the boys from Lazarus right here, but the Black Panthers, they have got the zone. They got all 4 players alive as Pew does get spotted, but Moso coming in from behind also does get spotted by the boys from Lazarus. You love to see this one. It's a 2v2, v1, v3. The Knights are still alive. How about that? But this is where it becomes crazy because now the Black Panthers have got to find their way into the zone, and the Knights are the recipients. They are the ones receiving visitors as they see those players, but both teams actually are not in the zone, and this is where it's gonna get crazy. At least for the Knights, they're still out here with 0 kills and only 10 players left in the lobby. 3 players on the side of the Knights, 2 players on Lazarus, 4 players out there from the Black Panthers, and I really hope the Black Panthers are able to capitalize with their number advantage, but it looks like every single party might want to go into zone, might just be occupied. They have no cover. Black News is going in to try and see if he can get some good news, but I guess that's a little bit of good news. Smoke's coming out, Smoke's being deployed onto his position, but Chico, the man with the claw, tapping away onto the boys from the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers completely relentless as they're still trying to get their revives. Blue Eyes gets a knock, shows Tensa a little bit of the light, but definitely not the light as that player does go down. Starlight coming in from the third party. He spots the Knights, he's taking in some shots, 12 kills onto the name from Lazarus Esports. Papi out there prone in the grass, and I don't know if Starlight has an idea of where that player is, but he has to get in the zone as the zone continues to push closer and closer, tries to close up the wall of death, like my man Necro likes to say, but Tensa has to go down to the blue zone. Same thing can be said about all players of the Knights as they're losing player one after the other, and down the Knights go in 4th place. We're down to 3 teams left: Black Panthers, Lazarus, and the Panther with the solo player, the Blue Eyes, out here trying to look for an angle. But these guys, they've got to hope that Papi does the job for them, as Starlight and Fears will be letting the shots fly, will be letting the damage roll. We're down to a 4v2v1. And little do they know, and I think the guys from Black Panther would definitely think it's a 4v3, but this dude is the vehicle explosion coming in from the nade from Starlight is gonna get Black Diego down. Blue Eyes just trying to hold up a little bit. Papi watching all of this action unfold because he knows he's out here battling for those placement points. How about that? Who wins this one? Nate still flying out onto the boys from Lazarus. Starlight goes for the risky push. He pushed out to the open. It's excellent. Cover fires coming in from Fears. And the grows are in the hands of Starlight. Definitely dangerous. Nate's going on to his position. But the nades are not just going to connect. Papi, he sees that man dancing right in front of him. He also sees Fears. And now you think he understands the situation going on here. Starlight is currently down. Little does he know. But now he's aware. Down he goes. Man going for the 2-piece. It's going to be Papi holding it up. But Fears runs into the blue zone, tries to take a little bit of blue damage because, you know, the blue is going to kill me better, but I think it's the molly taking him out, and it is now a 1v1 for Papi as he gets this chicken dinner handed to him on the silver plate. He has to push up onto this one. I think this man kept up with the Q feed. He knows that it's just one player left. He sees him reviving. He goes for the shot, taking more shots with the UMP, pushing up onto that one. He's out of bullets. He has to switch the weapons. Now to the mini 14. Goes for the clutch. DP! Papi! Talk about patience, talk about perseverance, talk about excellence, and that is exactly what we have just witnessed out here in this Miramar game. What was that? Papi waited for the right time. He waited for that molly to land up onto that player from waited for the molly to land up onto Fears, capitalized on that, got that knock onto Starlight, went for the damaging shots up onto Fears, and that was just excellent coming out from that man. I like the fact that he understood what was actually going on in that Q feed. And that's actually just beautiful. Like, I seriously just like the fact that he understood what was actually going on, and he capitalized on that one. That was beautiful, very, very beautiful coming out from him, and I really, really enjoyed that play coming out from the Panthers in this game. Who would have thought? Not me, not me, not me. But anyway, I gotta do something real quick. I'm gonna run through the results in like 2 seconds, so just give me a second there. Just gonna press enter. All right, that being said, the Black Panthers coming out in 2nd place with 4 kills to their name. It would have been all good for the Black Panthers up until the part where that nade coming in from Starlight connected and he got 3 players down, and it was a 1v1 for Papi. Like I said, he got handed that chicken dinner on the silver plates. Anyway, Lazarus coming out in 3rd with a shit ton of kills. I can't even count it with my fingers, as they're out there with 15 kills, if I am doing my math right. Actually, no, I'm doing my math wrong. They're out there with 13 kills to their name, courtesy of Starlight, as he's got 8 kills to his name. The Knights finishing that one in 4th place with 0 kills. The guys from Cruelty in 5th place with 5 kills. Mizexis in 6th place with 3 kills. Executes in 7th place with 3 kills. 8th place is going to be none other but Wall Street Bets with 3 kills. Nova Esports in 9th place with 3 kills. Team Chanchos in 10th place with 0 kills. Wasted Esports in 11th place with 2 kills. The Hit List in 12th place with 4 kills. Lotus Esports in 13th place with 4 kills. HQA in 14th place with an even split of 1 kill with 4 kills to their name. DR in 15th place with 0 kills. Esports, I believe, yeah, in 16th place with 0 kills, and 17th place is going to be none other but Pro Era with 1 kill to their name. Back to me, boys. I told you guys that by the time we get away from, this is the leaderboards from the last game, by the way, by the time we get away from that cooldown phase in Miramar, it's gonna get crazy, and indeed it got crazy. The zone deceiving these players, jumping over to that left hand side was where there was a whole lot of chaos, and to be honest, I enjoyed that game. That was actually very, very crazy coming out, and I really, really like this high octane lobbies. I like the fact that the fact that this player is actually giving me the ginger. they're making it look like I didn't just, survive a whole day of classes. But anyway, that's going to be talk to you for another day, because guess what? I have to shoot you guys back to the BRB. I'll be back with an updated leaderboard. That being said, do not go anywhere. It's your boy Crowns. I'll see you in a jiffy. Like the stream if you've not. Subscribe to that channel if you've also not subscribed to the channel. And if you've not told someone that is actually a new caster in town, you are wrong, because you have to share that stream and let people come and watch me, I'll see you all in the chat. I'll be right back. Probably getting into the chat once in a while. But anyway, see you guys soon. Stay safe, stay connected. It's your boy Crowns. I'll see you soon. Okay, I almost fucked up my transition over there. But anyway, welcome back, everybody. In case you're wondering, did that image change? Yes, it did, because now we can see the leaderboards as of game 1 and game 2. So that is both games of the day added together. And I literally just learned a fun fact right now that top 6 from after 2 days, because today is the first day, and I think the second day will be on Friday. I don't know when, but I know the second is going to be sometime very soon this week. But anyway, the top 6 from both days, like not top 6 today, top 6 Saturday, but like, you know, cumulative top 6, whatever. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, top 6 actually goes on to play in the finals against the top from the Brazil region, the Latin America, Brazil, Latam, and Europe teams. So in case you're wondering why was Papi snaking so hard, that was because he knew he had to get into the top 6, and that is exactly what he did, actually taking his team to that top 1 spot. As you see, the Panthers finding themselves in first place out there with 43 points. The Knights following behind with about, I'm bad at math, I think that's 8 points behind them in second place. Lazarus with a shit ton of kills actually coming in there, and you can see they have 13 kills now. Out of that 13, wait, what? All 13 kills they got from that last game. You love to see it. The first game of the day, they were like, we were just, you know, playing a little bit. But this second game, they're like, you know what, guys, we're getting all in. Third place is going to be the Lazarus boys. The Black Panthers out there in 4th. Lotus Esports out there chilling in 5th place. I like that. eStorm in 6th place. Wasted Esports in 7th place. Team Cruelty in 8th place. Mizexis Esports in 9th place. The Heat List in 10th. Wall Street Bets in 11th. I'm just looking at that top 6 spot, right? And it's still up for contention. I mean, basically, number 6 right now is just 17 points. So pretty much, there's a lot these teams can do in 2 games. Execute in 12th. Nova Esports in 13th. HQA in 14th place. Dior Esports in 15th. Pro Era in 16th. Team Chanchos in 17th. I was looking out to Team Chanchos today, and Team Chanchos, you guys are not Chanchosing, bro. Come on. Anyway, that being said, GKS in 18th place. Without further ado, Shade Adu, Ulabalu, Oititoiti, and Shikrimidi, we're going to be getting into the game, even though the players are all sorry. The players decided to leave me alone, but I would not be angry. We were able to make it onto the plane. But anyway, guess what, people? We're about to get into the most chaotic map of Erangels. Oh my goodness, I keep fucking it up. We're about to get into the most chaotic map of PUBG Mobile as we are out here in none other but Sandhawk. And many people that play this game actually know, you know, Sandhawk is actually a very crazy game. Very crazy map, and that's one of the reasons why we actually like it. To be honest, I particularly like that map a little bit. And you know, if we are in Sandhawk, you know there is one thing we're always keeping our eye out for. It is the fight out there in boot camp. Who's gonna be the kings of boot camp? There's one question we need to be answered. I get nobody. Oh man, you all just killed my vibe, man. But anyways, I do see Pro Era getting started. I don't even know where players have landed that they're already fighting, bro. But I think that's going to be people who got out of the plane early. And Pro Era losing some players out there. We do see a whole lot of hot drops. So in case I do not catch your team's fight, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But anyways, we've got Team Chanchos out here chilling with the boys from Lotus Esports. Another hot drop going on as I see GKS Esports getting it started. There's another hot drop in Camp Alpha. Funny enough, there is no hot drop in bootcamp, but we do have a hot drop out here in in Paradise Resort, as that's where we've got guys from GKS getting dealt with by the boys from Team Pro Era. One knock already going on onto one of the players from GKS as the push has been initiated up onto AKs. He's got the double barrel, or is that what it's called? I don't know. He's got the S68 at hand, and he's going to be waiting for those players to pass through that door. He sees one player, he sees two, takes some shots, and there he goes. Switches over to the QBU. Trying to just hold it up, but he's getting surrounded by footsteps, letting those shots fly. He's down to 1 HP, and down he goes. He hits the deck. Fishy, on the other hand, he spots the other players as they know there is one more player downstairs. They're still pushing up onto this one as shots are coming out of Flash. That man is definitely fast, but Pan goes down. More shots coming out onto Vayne. Vayne very low on HP, but he's going to be able to do that one. Drop spots defended beautifully without resting. We're going to be pulling over to the boys from Team Cruelty. One player down is going to be, make that two. Legend follows suit with that shotgun action. SW-2 coming in from the boys from Dior. Dior Sport looking pretty good. Hurtless and the boys from Team Cruelty not looking all that good, as Pew has to come for the revive. He sees that player with the mummy suit, and that man, like I said, always looking drip in that mummy suit, and Pew definitely prevented from getting that revive, letting those pre-fires come as he waits for his third party, or sorry, for his cover fire. And I like the fact that this player is actually playing with him. It's going to be Guru, if I'm not pronouncing that name right or wrongly, as the support fire is now here from Hurtless. They're pushing up onto this man. This man is definitely crying out for a lot of support as he's getting sandwiched, but he pushes over with the S12K and beats the deck. One player is going to be left for the boys from DR, and it's going to be the Kitty, who's going to be heading out of this fight. And that fight's pretty much almost done. Pulling over to Hatin, where we've got one more fight going on as we've got Lazarus getting started with the boys from HQA. Two players already hit the deck for Lazarus, breakdown for HQA as they lose Cross and Sonny. A sunny day in Sandhog, but definitely not a sunny day for that man as he finds himself going back to the lobby. Execute also getting started with the boys from Black Panther out there in I think that's going to be in Camp Alpha, as we do see that fight getting started. Yang is the one holding it up, and he's got that DBS. That gun literally screams behave yourself, and he's definitely telling the boys from the from the Black Panthers to behave themselves while they push this one. Samu going to be heading out of dodge, because why not? Putting over back to HQA, where they still have two players down, or make that one player down. It's going to be Cross. The only player actually make that two, as Kiwang does get thirsted. Same thing can be said about Cross. Lazarus Starlight on that off angle, as Lazarus already looking to start off the day beautifully, or start off this game beautifully with 2 kills already to their name, and they've lost no player so far. What other hot drop do we have going on? The Knights looking good, but we've got Camp Charlie not looking good, as we've got Team Chanchos out here still with the boys from Lotus. Both teams deciding to be a little bit quiet and a little bit reserved. They're being good boys. We don't fight. We're being symbiotic. I don't know if we've got anybody doing biology out here. How do I get this? Oh, there you go. That's how I get it away. I was trying to look at the chat. But anyway, everyone's going to be tuning in like a second, and I'm really, really anticipating all of you coming out today. For everyone who's actually still watching, I really appreciate, and all my guys who are actually still awake till now. To be honest, I'm going to cry, but I'm getting emotional. Quick. Okay, I'm not gonna cry on stream, but anyway, Sanok zones to me don't really matter, because the zone is always I would say it's almost generic, especially when it doesn't go over to Camp Alpha, right? But HQA Potato though did get a knock onto the guys from Lazarus, and I think that is definitely going to be the call to run away. Like, that is their window to get the flip out of here, and they're definitely doing that one. As you can see, Potato grabbing as much as he can and getting out of here, because if at all I cannot kill you, I can grab as much as I can. Sanok, and I'm really hoping to see if there's anyone who's going to be pulling off the Hugh Strat out here, as we see Lotus Esports eventually or finally losing their patience, getting that push up onto the guys from Team Chanchos, as one player goes down. That fan is actually out here pushing up onto Chronix, but the support fire coming in from Blinky is beautiful. One player goes down, make that 2. Manglia, oh my goodness. I don't know who got that final knock, but that was excellent work coming in from Chronix. I love the synergy between Chronix and Blinky out there, making sure they're working in sync, and this time Lotus are able to defend their drop spots without losing any player. But out there on the outskirts of Painan, we've got the hit list taking in some shots onto the boys from the Wasted Esports. Iconic trying to push up onto Inferno, but he's down on HP. Inferno is able to heal up, and he comes out with that Vector, does the damage, gets that man down, and the hit list just like that. Lost 2 players, but Glint is out here waiting for that player to try and thirst, takes some shot, does the damage. If I'm you, Glint, I don't want this one. That nade flies to him, he sees it, and he just gets out of there as quick as possible. You've got to admire the reflexes coming out from that man. Inferno, he doesn't have mollies to make it an Inferno, but he's got nades to make it rain, as those nades will be flying out towards Glint, not quite able to guide anyone to do the damage. Glint, on the other hand, he definitely has that memo, but I don't think he's got nades in hand. A shot to be coming out from Jatji, gets one of the players on top of the breach. Angel, I don't know what she was thinking, or he was thinking. Man was trying to feel like an angel climbing on the high ground. Oh, the push coming in with the Uzi. Jatji getting that knock onto Inferno, the instant thirst to follow up, because why not? Robert GG happens to be the last one left. I do know Robert GG, and that man dances. Is this the same Robert? I'm definitely sure it's not the same Robert. But anyway, Robert trying to hold it up. He spots Clint out there in the background, takes him out, and this man with the suppressed M416 might just be the thorn in the flesh for the guys from the hit list, but that man is running right to the open, and that golden blade is going to be taking the shots towards Robert. Not quite able to get any of them to connect, or actually did get him down to about 50 HP, but he will be fine. Sats player will be fine, I promise you. But anyway, has to go for the loot as that man is low on utilities. We're down to 15 teams, not too much damage, but I do see 3 teams now in her team as the boys from E-Storm. Oh my goodness, I forgot to turn off the Ocha. This time it's actually on me because I forgot to turn it off. I said I was going to turn it off. But anyway, the guys from E-Storm, they definitely heard those shots and they're like, we want a little bit of that Lazarus action. And they're actually out here for the third party of the century. But let's just see how that one works. Ooh, the hit list though. Capitalizing on this one as they are pushing, or they're actually swimming. That is actually a swim coordinated push as Robert GG. Definitely a GG as he's able to grab that revive onto Angel. But Jack G has made it out. He let that nade fly. That man down low on HP. Jack G pushing with that Uzi. And if you know Sanok, you know you need those close range weapons. As more shots will be coming out towards Robert. The support is here from Angel. Shots coming out. Jack G goes down. Robert down to about 1 HP. He has to go into cover, but cover is not cover because he could get shot at from the side by the golden blade, and that is exactly what happens as the hit list will do the whole damage onto the boys from Wasted Esports. Okay, I love Spanish. I love Spanish, but get off my Ocha. I don't know if that's Spanish. Whatever language, get off my Ocha. Sí, it's okay.
Tienes que agarrar un chingo de kits, güey, un chingo.
Oh my goodness.
Ve a casas, intenta buscar todo lo que puedas de kits.
Hola, ¿cómo está? If you can hear me, get off my old chat. What's get off my old chat in Spanish? How do you say that in Spanish, guys? Let me know. But anyway.
Pulling
over to the airdrop because I believe there might be a little bit of action happening out there. It's been looted, so I cannot see the contents, but we've got a little bit of back and forth action coming in from Wall Street Bets and the boys from the Panthers. Our shots will be coming out towards Jayuya. Low on HP, has to go back, grab a little bit of heals, and this man is not going to let me cast in peace because he's speaking as fast as I am. But anyway, like I said, I actually love the language Spanish. I like hearing Spanish. I tried to learn Spanish once. Get off. I tried to learn Spanish once, but let's just say all I got was como estás and estoy bien. I mean, that's all that matters, isn't it? But anyway, back to the chat. I currently see about 87 people on stream. Come on, guys. I told you guys to share the stream in the last game, and you guys decided not to come on stream in this next game. That's so unfair. You don't do that to me. But anyway, like I said, it's Sandhawk. Many people don't even know it started yet. And this is actually where Sandhawk becomes crazy, because when you get this much early action in Sandhawk, it gives Sandhawk the Miramar vibes. That's hot. This man is not gonna let me cast. It's not gonna let me cast. How do you talk this much? This is what happens when the IGL gets taken out early, Anyway, it's a Jad out here holding it up for Lazarus because they understand that there's a third party situation going out here, and E-Storm is probably slapping their forehead saying, why did we come here? Now they've gotten themselves in a very, very tight spot, and that zone continues to shift southern or southeastern. We just have zone 2. We've been in the game for 11 minutes. There is no vehicles inside. We'll scratch that. There is a buggy inside, but if that man nears that breach, he's definitely gonna get taken out, and he doesn't even have to go too far for Starlight to show him the Starlight taking him down. Instant tears coming out from Starlight, and Starlight on the other hand getting tagged, goes down. It's gonna be beautiful. He's a chat. That man is like, do not shoot at my teammate. He gets me angry, but Anade gets the bounce, and he gets that player down. Knights in an engagement with the boys from Lazarus, or sorry, make that the hit list out there in that center of the circle. Shots coming out from Ronaldinho is the one who finds himself on the floor, as Starlight is still letting some shots fly. The revives are going to be coming up here, but I think the Knights have decided to, they're not pushing actually. They're still holding this one up, probably looking for that second knock, as those shots will be coming out. Xenox on the other hand, he finds himself very close to the Panthers, and it's going to be pushing closer and closer. He sees that player on his left, or maybe not, as the shots will be coming out. Chico is the one to spot that player, gets him down. Chico still taking some shots as the golden blade will be the last one left. The nades coming out, or make that the smokes coming out from Xenox, but that long nade coming in from the back, I think it's from Coops Coops or maybe from Tensor. But anyway, more shots coming out as Xenox has to push up onto this one. Goldblade finds himself pushing up onto that fight, but Coops spots him out in the smoke, and down he goes. The Knights coming out on top of that one. They said 0 kills in the last game. You guys are definitely not going to see that anymore as they start off the game with 3 kills already to their name. Luis holding it up very close to the boys from Lazarus, and fight's gonna get started anytime from now because I think Lazarus actually want to fight or commit to this fight. They've got 10 seconds on the clock, so both teams actually have to leave and get out of here. That being said, round off this fight because we need this fight to end as quick as possible. Equap. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. Man, I'm having too much fun. Anyway, waiting for this fight to happen in the blue zone, just in case you never realize this is the blue zone. This is the blue zone as we see Pro Era getting a little bit of engagement with I don't know what team that is because I don't even see them on the map, which is weird. I think they have the same color as the Panthers. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. But anyway, I do. Oh, they are with the Knights. Oh, there they are. They're pink. Oh my goodness, I'm advanced. That explains why I'm bad at this game. Like that actually explains why I'm bad at this game because I mean I'm not even seeing these guys. My guy is back on the old chat. No. Now I'm praying they take your team out. I'm sorry, but come on, guy. There can only be one caster. The Black Panthers, though, they still have one player. It's going to be Samu. I've forgotten how they lost all their players, but they've got just one player left. And Samu, I think, is trying to gather as much meds as possible, but not too much of progress going on there as he's got only 7 in his backpack. But anyway, zone closing up closer and closer. Lazarus finally finding a vehicle and heading away from that fight because, to be honest, like I said, you do not want to waste too much time on this fight. No, don't do it. Do not do it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Hey, swearing! Are you looking perfect when you're working? I turned off my game audio or music, so you guys will most likely not hear the music. So what music do you guys listen to? I don't know the Pushing P song, and I've been saying I would listen to it for like forever, but I keep forgetting or I keep not listening to it. So just imagine Pushing P is playing right now as these guys are pushing into the zone. Are they pushing P that way? Because I still don't know what it means. Sorry. But anyway, I do see everyone in the chat. We see Paul Lambs is out here for ESG as we're about to get another zone shift, heavily favoring the boys from Pro Era, the Knights, and Wall Street Bet. The Panthers finding themselves on that edge. Same thing can be said about Lotus Esports as they find a way into the zone. Wall Street Bets have to rotate into that zone. Same thing can be said about Nova as they have to come in from that southwestern edge of this circle. This guy named himself Nightbot. You love to see it. Lotus, though, I think they spotted some of the players from Execute finding their way into the zone, and the bridge camp is definitely successful as one player does go down. It's going to be Yang, another nade going out onto for coming in from Iris onto Blinky. Not going to be able to get Blinky down, but Fate, I did see Fate on an off angle. He might just be able to put a spanner in the works right now as the nades will continue to fly out from Iris. But Kiyoshi's going to be able to get the nade. Oh, sorry, make that the shots from behind. But now he's going to get that third stop onto Yang. And Fate is definitely like, okay, who do I watch now? Who do I watch now? But I guess that's no longer a question as Iris does go down. Down he goes. He's thirsted. Fate's the last one left for the team. And it's just going to be activating his JC strat. In case you don't know what JC strat means, it's when a player just decides to go prone in the circle. But anyway, Nova finding a vehicle, finding a way into the zone, taking in some shots. Chiffon low on HP. It's gonna be the Knights being their watch guards. Definitely being the Knights out here as they pull up with the Tesla. It's gonna be Nova out here. But if I were to be Nova, I'm not pulling up on this fight this way because now you've got a little bit of a height disadvantage. And QZ, he thinks he's parked that vehicle good. But anyway, Miss X is also getting in a little bit of trying to get a little bit of this action. Sandhawk, not the third party central, but it's like I said, it's the most chaotic map of the game. And you can already see so much chaos going on. And Coops trying to destroy that door because I mean the nades have got to pass through somewhere, you know. Anyway, We're watching how this one plays out as the boys from Easton also find themselves a vehicle. HQA finding their way into the zone, but I think they're trying to squander as much loot as possible while Lotus gets into that coupe and finding their way into the zone, driving very close to the boys from Wall Street Bets, but they will not get shot at or uprooted from their vehicles as all 12 teams now find themselves, at least 11 out of 12 teams find themselves, make that 10 out of 12 teams find themselves in the zone. We've got a couple of solos and duos, or maybe just two. One solo, one duo, the rest probably up on the full squad. As I see with my little eyes, shots coming out from Kiyoshi onto the members from Wall Street Bets. That man is heavily showing and showcasing, flexing his success out here as he takes some shots at Steve-O, who definitely feels the damage of that shot, of those of that M416. Very hard peak coming out from Blinky out here, and he's just watching. Ooh, okay. Anyway, I do not see any close range and God, what's up with my English? I really like Knights, but to be honest, if they're not fighting, I wouldn't be spectating them most of the time, you know. But the instance they go, Blinky! Oh, and you can just hear those vehicles, those engines revving. Assault goes for that instant off angle, looking for that angle still, but it's not quite able to get it as we're about to get another zone shift. Please go north, please go north, please go north. Yes, it went north. Why am I asking for a northern zone? Because it's about to be absolute chaos and I'm ready for it. I am actually very, very ready for it. But anyway, Lotus able to grab that flank, but the flank is not going to be yielding positive results. But now the Knights have got to get into the zone, and I think they've got Pro Era. Yeah, they do have Pro Era in front of them. I don't know if they are aware, but they are raging down the Painan Hill like Knights that they are, and you can already see the smokes getting deployed. I like the cover fire strats coming out from them, as you can just see them just holding it up. I don't know how these players throw these nades, bro, but anyway, the nades are landing. The shots coming out, but not quite able to stop the Knights in their run. Coops goes down, Chico goes down. 2 players down for the Knights as they still have to get into the zone. Xenox not going to let that one stop him as he's got his crosshair on that window. It's gonna be an absolute fairy tale if the Knights are able to win this one, as the nades in the hand of Coop. So sorry, make that Xenox. He throws that one out. Oh, but Pot Nades bounces off, and Pot Nades will not be doing as much damage. But Molly's getting thrown into the house. Xenox has to just hold it up by the edge, by the tiniest edge, as he's getting pushed by Pan. More shots coming in from outside as Steve, the Panthers also coming for the third party. Xenox trying to hold it up, but it is a 1v3, and that man not going to be able to hold it up. And I don't know why my game is hanging 10 seconds, the last one left. We know this man is good with this game, but the question is, how good is he? He's good enough to get 1 knock and 1 confirm. He has to go into that shack, tries to heal up, but the nades might just be following up. The guys from Pro Era, they are angry, they're raging, they're furious as the third party is coming in from the Zexes. Absolutely steady. Fishy opens the door. The pre-fire is coming in from Denso, not going to be able to save him as he goes down. On the top of the hill, we've got Nova putting in the shots, putting in the work onto the boys from ESG as more shots will be coming in. Lazarus out here looking at the boys from Nova Esports. Shifan's been spotted behind that tree. He has to heal up and he's got to move as QZ takes some shots at the rotating members of Lotus Esports. I don't know why I'm lagging. But anyway, more shots still coming out as all of these teams have got to get into the zone, and I like the play coming out from Lotus Esports, but little do they know that they are driving from frying pan into fire as now they hear the shots coming in. Salt is driving straight into the boys from Pro Era. How he's alive, I have no idea, but that man is still driving that vehicle, gets out. The whole of Lotus Esports able to make it onto these compounds, and it's about to get sweaty in this compound as the vehicle explosion does come through. Chronic is still the last one left in the blue zone. He's got 15 first aid kits, and I don't think that's going to be enough. But on the other hand, we've got Wall Street Bets doing in the damage onto the boys from Mizexis. The push initiated. Drago pushing up closer and closer onto this player from Mizexis. It's going to be Toss trying to grab the revive. The pre-fire is coming in from the side, moving left, moving right. It's going to be Drago pushing up onto that one. The pre-fire is coming in from that man from Mizexis. Goes for the drop shot, not going to be able to hold him off as he goes down. Inactive, the last one left. He's actively taking the shots, but the cover fire is excellent. He gets 1, make that 2. This man is clutch. 30 seconds on the clock. Oh, sorry, 30 seconds on the clock. Is he going to push up onto this one? The answer is yes, as you can just see him heading over. He's got that DBS for the third party coming in from Nova. He's going to stop that man in his tracks. QZito understands the situation. He's taking in some shots. He's pushing up onto that one. Loses a little bit of health, but his cover fire from Koi, it's definitely excellent as it takes him down. Woo! Zone doing his damage on Fate, and the zone pushes to no man's land and we've got Cruelty watching the guys from Wall Street Bet. One player goes down, make that 2. The third is trying to come up onto 24k, but he's gonna be just fine. 2 players left for Wall Street Bets as they've got Nemesis at 24k. The last one's left. The Nate's coming in from Nova. This guy's actually in between the rock on a hard place, but Nemesis doesn't care. He stands up, he takes some shots, but going prone is just going to be enough to save them. 2 gas cans, definitely not what you need as Nemesis now comes out. They have to push out in the open onto the boys from Cruelty, but Cruelty, they have nobody watching them. The pre-fires are excellent, but Nova coming in from behind. They are the thorn in the flesh. 24k. He's able to make it to the compound. He's got the molly in hand. He's throwing that one out, but he will get third party. Pulling over to the fights from Lazarus as they have to clear this one with. Oh, the third part is going to come in fishy though. Removes one of the players from Lazarus, and he definitely sees Starlight, but he's not focusing on Starlight as he's focusing on the players rotating in the zone. He takes a few more shots, but he's not going to be able to get them to connect. Starlight has got one more first aid kit, and now he has to send it. Nova on the other hand, wreaking a whole lot of havoc in this lobby. 6 kills to their name. They're not stopping anytime soon. Shots firing towards every single person in the zone as we are now down to 8 teams left in the lobby. More players from Nova still taking in some shots. Cruelty still alive in this one as Smokes and Nate will start getting deployed by QZ onto the boys from Lazarus. Starlight bleeds out to the zone. Moso, the last player from the Panthers, has to go for his heal strat or healing up. He's just got one more first aid kit left, but Koi doing a whole lot of damage, making his presence known onto the players from Cruelty as Koi is out there trying to grab his first aids now, and he's got 34. That should be more than enough. But Nova, they do look ready. They look like they're a 3-man army and they're ready to 3-man this thing to the end. HQA, one way or the other, they found their way into the finals phases of this zone as more shots will be coming out towards Team Cruelty. It's going to be Moso letting the shots fly. The bird breaker in the hands of that man is definitely OP, but the UMP peak from PU. He goes pew pew pew, takes that man out. He cannot grab that revive. The zone is pushing in. He has to get into the zone. Lazarus left to 2 players and 7 kills to their name, and now they're looking at those players getting to the zone. Nova still holding it up quite carefully. Fears letting the shots fly. We're down to 4 teams as the zone begins to do its damage, and the remaining members from Nova will be taking out those players from Cruelty or Team Cruelty. Fears has to get into the zone, but he's smoking his way up. It's a chat on the other hand. He's trying to grab a wild flag angle. He probably thinks every other person is healing up in the zone, but little does he know, is he aware of the boys from HQA? The answer is no, as the shots will still be coming out from Nova. A 3-man team still loading up in this zone. Koi, 34 first aid kits. Is he gonna miss the button? That is the question on our minds. Anyway, shots still coming out from Kindness onto Fears, and it's QZ. That man has got a laser of a hand as he's taking those shots. He gets that one knock, and now they know they have to get into the zone. But HQA, on the other hand, they're pushing closer and closer in the zone. 0 kills to their name, and they might just be able to find this Jat just behind that rock. They are very aware of Nova's position, and Nova, on the other hand, they pretty much have this chicken dinner. I don't see a way Nova can lose this fight, but maybe that is one way as Shifan and QZ get into the buggy trying to look for another angle. And I kind of like the play coming out from Nova because fine, they know they've pretty much got this chicken dinner. They know there's a couple of people probably going for the Q strat, but you can just see them just getting into those vehicles and they're actually just pushing in closer and closer, trying to like capitalize and hold positions in the zone. Is as Jat stands up, finds the potato, but he has to go down to Kindness. Takes him out with all politeness, and HQA definitely in a whole lot of danger as their position has been spotted. Sonny is getting pushed by the zone, but Kindness is definitely not kind. He's pushing up onto this fight. That smoke is there. Make that a nade as he has to push up onto this one, but he doesn't mind. He's pushing up onto Sonny. He goes for the crouch. This man is OP as Nova Esports walk home with the third chicken dinner of the day. You love to see that one. 11 kills to follow it. Second place is going to be HQA with 0 kills, and they got to second place without even going for a huge strat. You love to see that one. Hey, okay, I've got my overlays here. Anyway, that being said, pulling over to the leaderboards, to the results. Lazarus out there in third place with 7 kills to their name. The guys from Cruelty in fourth place with 10 kills to their name. Love to see it. Lotus fragging out in this one. Fifth place with 8 kills to their name. The Panthers in 6th place with 1 kill. Pro Era in 7th place with with 8 kills to their name. Wall Street Bets in 8th place with 3 kills. Execute in 9th place with 3 kills. Bliss X is in 10th place with 1. Esports, Eastorm in 11th place with 1 kill. The Knights going out in 12th place with 3 kills. Black Panthers in 13th place with 0 kills. The Hit List in 14th place with 4 kills. Wasted Esports in 15th place with 1 kill. Team Chanchos in 16th place with 0 kills. Dior in 17th place with 1 kill. And the boys from GKX going out there in 18th place with 0 kills to their name. And you know the vibes. It's back to me. Oh my goodness. Someone said I jinxed the night. No. If there's actually any team I jinxed, it is Team Chanchos. Because like I said, I'm actually looking out to Team Chanchos. And plus I said I was looking out to Lotus, and Lotus are doing well. So I didn't jinx anybody. I'm just a fan. But anyway, that was actually a beautiful game coming out. Game 3, Sanok is always chaotic, and we definitely enjoy the chaos. Not so many teams going for that huge strat, except for Nova, who won. I don't know how else you want to win the game. They just like, they won't even get that dub any way possible. And I understand the struggle coming out from these teams, because once again, only the top 6 is gonna get into the Super League or get to play against the other region. That being said, Nova being in 13th before that game would definitely have jumped up the leaderboards before but anyway, they would have jumped up the leaderboards before I forgot what I was about to say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it happens. But anyway, that was actually beautiful. And I hate to say it, we've got one more game left. It's going to be none other but Erangel. So do not go anywhere. Stay with me. I will be right back. Once again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Like the stream if you've not. It's your boy Crowns. Pretty much if you type Crowns on any social media, you'd find me. If you just want to drop a follow, thank you. That's provided I'm never following half of you already, because I'm a big fan. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to be seeing you guys very soon. Take about 5 minutes break. I got to go grab water, because to be honest, I actually deserve a little bit of water and some accolades. So that being said, stay safe, stay connected. I'll be right back with the last game of the day. It's going to be none other but Erangel. Do not go anywhere. When the timer hits, you know the vibes. It means you know the flipping vibes. It means I'm about to be back here. It means Crowns is about to be back in your faces. You know the vibe. Someone said hairline check. Yeah, my airline's good. I have not just been I've not just been to the barber shop in a while. You know, there you go, Nightbot. I hope you saw that because I'm not doing that anymore. But anyway, welcome back, everybody. We're about to get into the last game of the day. Sadly, I'm always sad when it gets to the last game, but I'm pretty sure the teams are gonna get me so pumped up. I'm probably gonna forget about that fact. But anyway, leaving talk for where talk is due. That is the leaderboards, or the updated leaderboards for match 1, 2, and 3. And bro, have things changed? And what was I saying about Nova? You can just see them jumping up to 4th place instantly, immediately that after that game. That is exactly what a chicken dinner does to you. Love to see it. Anyways, the Panthers still retaining that first position out there with 48 points. Lazarus following closely behind with 40 points. The Knights still following quite behind. I think Knights were only able to get 4 points in that last game, which is taking them on 3rd place with 39 points. Nova Sports in 4th with 34. Lotus Sports in 5th place with 32. Trim Cruelty in 6th place with 30. And now you can already see that gap between that 6th place is already coming through. Lotus still holding it up in the top 5. Man, I'm impressed with you guys. Easton on the other hand falling down to 8th place. Black Panthers jumping up to 7th. HQA able to get a 2nd place, and you can see them jump in the leaderboards. I think they were somewhere 15th, and now they're back to 9th. Wasted Sports in 10th. Mizexis in 11th. The hit list dropping down to 12th. Wall Street Bets also dropping down to 13th. Execute still on 14th place. Pro Era in 15th. Dior not looking good on that leaderboard. Definitely not looking good in Dior as they're down there in 16th place. Team Chanchos still in 17th. And GKS Esports, man, those guys have not gotten any points today. GKS, something's up. You gotta watch me. Maybe that's what is up. But anyway, that being said, Team Chanchos, I agree that I jinxed you guys today, and I'm sorry. On Friday when I'm here, I definitely will not drop any predictions again in the chat. All I'm just gonna say is I'm a Knights fan, and men are already saying I'm jinxing Knights. But anyway, last chicken dinner of the day. I can't even tell you who it's going over to, but we're about to find out as we're already in the plane. So I'm gonna take you guys to the last game of the day. None other but Erangel. Anyway, just in case many of you may not have noticed, that little overlay just changed. That it looks kind of sexy. I like the black theme. You love to see. But anyway, match 4. We've got that going on here. You can see that beautiful Erangel looking sexy. Once again, this is the America's Cup, or the America's Premier Cup. I don't know how it goes, but I know it's America's Cup anyway, Premier Deluxe. But anyway, that's what we've got going on here. We're in the North American region right now because NA the best, bro. I don't know what any one of you is gonna say about it, but NA the best. We're the GOATs. We got Coops, we got Xenox, we got Tensor, we have Papi, we have Tayuya, we've got a lot of them. We've got Chronic, bro. Name it, we've got all of them, and we're definitely the best. Nothing you guys can say about that. No one's gonna change my mind. Not even PMGC. But anyway, leaving talk for where talk is due, we do get a different playing path this time, taking us all the way from the waters, or make that the open fields of Primorsk down to the open fields and the waters or the beach of Severny. My playing path has decided not to leave me alone, but I hope we don't get the same hot drops that we got in the last game. But this time it's going to be the yard, making sure they're going to be looking good this time. They've got a little bit of a hot drop going on out here, but no, the FPP switch is not going to save that man under as he does get spotted. Please don't turn on your chat. GKS finally gonna get their first point of the day. This is their first kill of the day, so you've got to enjoy. You've got to watch them as they enjoy it because they've gotten. Get off my chat. They've gotten their first kill of the day, pretty much their first point of the day, and to be honest, I wouldn't be sad if those guys decided to enjoy it. But anyways, Mizexis, they see that vehicle, make that the boat, and they don't want that boat to go any farther. It's going to be the Panthers having to find another way to get to that military island like they normally would like to be. The Knights already getting in a vehicle. I don't know how they were able to parachute to make it to Yasnaya, but they made it. You love to see it. I'm happy about that one. They do have Chico in a buggy, already finding a way to find to get closer to his teammate. GKS holding it up by the chopsticks. Same thing can be said about the boys from Dior as they've got a little bit of a split going on. Caitlyn still holding it up, might be in the vehicle to go grab that player in the chopsticks, but let's just see how they decide to play this one. Lazarus holding it up on that on that northern bridge of Rozok, and we're just gonna see how they're gonna play down. Warshipper do have a little bit of a split going on like normally. Two people. Imagine when you have two people looting the whole of Rozok, man. That is a huge flex. Anyway, Starlight is here. He's like, your Uber X has arrived. It's a Jats, definitely appreciating that ride, but I don't think this is what he expected. Starlight, maybe good at shooting, maybe not the best at driving. Don't tell him I said it. Don't tell him I said it. But anyway, Vayne on the other hand, the man from Pro Era, he's got his eye on that buggy. Hopefully another player doesn't have his eye on him, and when I say another player, I mean Garu from Dior Esports, as he's already looking to get himself a little bit of comfortable loot out here, getting that Uzi at hand, and there's an M4 staring right at him, and he's going to be switching that over to the M16. There's a couple of players who wouldn't agree with that switch right now. But anyway, Vayne, he's out here in the vicinity. Little does he know that Garu is here. I'm actually very bad at singing, so I'm not going to do that anymore, I promise. I promise. But anyway, it's going to be Vayne up against Garu. It's just a matter of time before, Garu hears those footsteps. And I think he has heard that footstep, and you can just see him. He's like, hold your position. Soldier, hold your position, soldier. You have been spotted. Mayday, mayday. Ooh, Vayne on the other hand, he doesn't care. He's like, okay, this place is looking suspicious, and he's gonna head out of the chopsticks, but the shot's coming in. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's gonna be GKS taking the shot. Whoa, I actually thought that was his teammates coming in for the support, for the cover fire, not knowing that was actually GKS taking the shot. And Gary is like, okay, I think it's gonna be the best option. JC Strat is just gonna be snaking his way, snaking his way, snake it till you make it, HQA holding it up in the school apartments. If there's one place in this game that I seriously dread, I hate it, it's the school apartments. Maybe because I'm a classic warrior, because how many days left to qualify? If I'm not mistaken, there is one more day left to qualify. Machete in the chat. What's up, my guy? Oh my god, you guys are gonna make me emotional. I never thought, because man, you guys are supposed to be sleeping, but I'm actually very glad you guys took your Tuesday night to come watch me. Anyway, Garu's still out here applying that snaking strat. He's learned from that player from Pro Era. Ooh, third party coming in. Two teams was Esporn and GKS. They're making sure they're punching every single person they knock, because why not? Anyway, Garu getting carried. Tonka gets that thirst up onto Wells, and these guys are grabbing their first points of the day, and that explains. You can just tell that the whole of GKS are just very happy right now. Like, they're just very, very happy now. Yes, we're finally getting some points on the board. That is all that matters, man. If anyone else is not having fun, they, on the other hand, they are having a whole lot of fun here today. But anyway, once again, we're going to be looking at the zone that I've not spoken about. We do have a western zone with about 20% of that zone being water. So that definitely doesn't make things easy for most of these teams, as they have got to get into the zone. Ooh, and how quick the tides have turned as Koi pushes up onto the guys from GKS. He did get an introductory knock, but he's going to be knocked out once again by the boys from GKS, and you can tell that they are smoking just because they want to come punch this guy. How about that? Talk about utility usage. So much smokes just to push a solo player, and QZ is out here waiting for that little piece of toxicity. Same thing I've said about Kindness, and QZ spots Zohan down to 1 HP. The nade takes down Kindness to about 15 HP, or make that 20, but he's gonna be fine. Zohan is very low on HP. Shifan comes in from behind, takes him down, but the support fire coming in from the remaining players from GKS is beautiful. It's OP as Koi keeps coming back. Achilles is pushing closer and closer. The nades are landing, the shots are connecting onto Achilles, and now the push is getting started. Coming in from the boys from Nova. Kindness, like I said, that man is definitely not kind, as he gets that knock onto Achilles, and Nova eventually gets thirsted, or make that Shifan getting thirsted. The smoke's going out, and Nova quietly watching how this one is gonna happen. Thirst comes in, and it's now a 2v2. I feel like GKS could have avoided this situation, but it decided to be a little bit toxic. But there we go. This is why we do not say this is why we do not support toxicity, Anyway, I see my boy Leakson in the chat. You know the vibes. Qualify XGG says NA on top. You know the vibes, my guy. Carlos Diaz says how many matches left. I believe I answered that question. Anyway, I'm trying to keep up with the chat as much as possible, but these players, bro, they've got fire. The Knights finding their way into the zone from that eastern edge. As you can see, Knights and Chico. I said Knights and Chico. Chico and Tensa on the on that buggy, you know, just having a little bit of fun. You gotta have fun with it. The boys from Wall Street Bets finding their way to the Watertown, regrouping. It's a family reunion right here that they've got going on, and I love this play coming out from Pro Era, holding it up on Mount Everest, I believe, and it's actually a very sexy play if you ask me, because being here early on in the game is actually quite good, unless, I mean, there's times that it actually doesn't pay off though. It doesn't pay off, so but let's just see how it works for Pro Era this time in this game. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last game of the day, but definitely not the last game of the tournament, as we'll be back at your faces. To know more about this, I believe the description below should have the link to the Discord servers and the Instagram where you can keep up with this tournament. I was keeping up with the tournament on Instagram, and well, here I am, streaming it, and I pretty much like I said, I'm keeping up with the EU region more. So that being said, I don't know when EU is gonna play, but I think it's gonna be none other but tomorrow. So that being said, you guys should also pull up to this YouTube channel, probably keep those notifications on, as you might just get a notification that, you know what, stream is live, we're streaming EU or LATAM. Ooh, but we're gonna be leaving that talk as the zone does eventually shift the nights. They do look like they're looking for a way to get up on Mount Everest, but maybe they may have noticed that those players up there, Pro Era team, and they will be retreating and falling back, trying not to, you know, get themselves in a tight spot. Because to be honest, if there's one thing we know not to start, or we know to avoid early fights, especially when the game starts. It's not every day you see Chico walk by a DP28, because I know that man is a maestro of that weapon, but he's decided to go for other weapon choices today. I can't really tell what the second weapon is behind his back, and it's gonna be the M16. Okay, that explains why he didn't pick up the DP, because of the M16. I know Chico to be a player that actually is very good with that DP28, and bro, I know my knights, bro. I know my player. Come on. I know. I said it. We don't see Chico walk by a DP every day. But anyway, that being said, I see my guy Fumes in the chat, bro. I actually owe you one, Fumes, bro. But I already gave you Spanner. I guess we're even now. How about that? Anyway, the hit list coming in from the southern edge of the circle. You can just see them finding their way. Iconic on the back of that buggy, the golden blade. I know it's gold blade, but I just like to call him the golden blade because that just sounds sweeter to call, and it's sexy to call, you know. Anyway, Team Cruelty out there on this, close to the center. They're currently in what do we call this thing? Gatka squad. Oh, sorry, the Jojobo squad house. There we go. And in case you play classics a lot, you know there's like a revive station here. This place is a very, very crazy hot drop. Oh, sorry, very, very crazy spot when he gets to those final circles. Ooh, rotation clash coming in from Lazarus and the Black Panthers. But I think they'll be fine, or maybe not. They hear those vehicles in the background. The question is, do they want to come into the fight? Look at this man. They're saying, hi, how you doing? Joey is driving closer and closer. That player gets down. Joey spots him, turns around, gets the flip out of there, trying to get to safe haven. Joey able to find a spot in this compound, and I think the boys from Lazarus are going to just edge it on this game as Issa Jat with that DP burst is sexy, gets down Diego. More shots still going to be coming out little by little as Issa Jat is able to mark that position. Who else to push that fight but Starlight, as he goes in with that vehicle. He hears that buggy in the background. He's pushing closer and closer, but he's not just going to be overextending on that one, as he understands that that revive would definitely have come out. And I just love the play. I like the understanding of the play coming in from Lazarus here, and also from Starlight, because it's actually good. It's actually good to understand what is actually going on. Know that this team could have gotten that revive, and if you push any further, it's going to be nothing but overextending. Beautiful play. You love to see it. I love to see it. But anyway, 18 teams left. We still have 18 teams left. We've been in the game for 12 minutes now, and we are in zone 2. You guys know Erangel. If there's no hot drops, it is all calm till we get to that 5th circle, and then it becomes a whole lot of craziness. Carlos Diaz says is from Connecticut, USA. I am from Canada, PEI Canada, but originally from Nigeria, Africa, Lagos, Nigeria. But anyway, I'm just Canada based. Anyway, and it's weird for me to be having 131 flipping MS on NA, but like I said, there was a snowstorm early today. or just a heavy rainfall. What do you call heavy rainfall? I think they still call it. Do we call it a rainstorm? I tell you, bro. Imagine using 10 smokes just to thirst the knock. That was just funny. I don't just want to be toxic, but that was actually just a very funny play that I did not understand. That was way too many smokes coming out from the boys from GKS. But like I said, they have not gotten any points today, and look, to be honest, if I were to be them, I'll do the same probably, but maybe not waste as much smokes. But they were going for a little bit of toxicity, which did not work out for them. Lotus, my boys, driving around there in the hospital area of the map. Hospital, a very tricky place to play if you ask me. I used to have a hospital as a drop spot when I still used to play comps. Before the realization, moment of realization is when you realize you're actually bad at the game and you decide to quit the game and focus on something else, aka casting. Guess I made a good choice, probably. Anyway, the zone is about to close up, and we're about to get a lot of action going on, because this is where it becomes crazy. I can see that the Mount Everest is not going to be on this zone, and so many I expected northern shifts, but at the same time I don't want the northern shift because I don't want like a city finish. But that being said, it's going to get very crazy from here on out, because that zone is definitely not nice. It's about to close up, and if that zone is nice, centers up quite beautifully, but most of these teams still actually have to move, especially the teams that find themselves on the south. But I'll talk about things going south. We've got Team Chanchos getting pushed by the Wasted Boys. Inferno out in the open. I think he's been spotted by the Homeo Kenki. But shots will be coming out onto the Inferno. He's very low on HP. He has to go for the heal. But Tarantino pushes up onto that fight. He's going to be fine. Not losing too much of HP. Has to push up onto this house as Trasher goes down. Molly is getting deployed. That's a beautiful Molly, but no man is on fire. Nades to follow up. I love it. I love the play coming out, and more nades. Beautiful from Drakinho as he's gonna get that knock, but the Humil Kenga, he lets that nade fly up onto Robert GG. He's the last one left. Let's see those nades fly coming in from from the Wasted Esports boys. Gonna pull upstairs to watch how that man is playing it. They understand Robert GG knows that man is in there. The nade is excellent, takes that man down to about 10 HP. Another nade to follow up, and the bounce is gonna be enough to take that man down, as that was actually a very excellent push coming in from the Wasted boys, wasting everyone in that compound. But anyway, the Knights finding their way up to the top of Mount Everest, as Pro Era is definitely glad to receive the visitors, as I think Chico is going to be the first in line. More shots coming in from the bottom of the hill as GKS find their way into the zone. Lazarus on the other hand, letting that knock fly onto one of the Black Panthers once again. Lazarus, Wakanda forever. Right? Right? My goodness, God, I'm gonna dude in the chat is making me laugh. E3320p. Anyway, Wasted getting into yet another fight as Angel finds himself on the floor, or herself on the floor. Let me know, is Angel a guy or a girl? Angel, if you're in the chat, got a hola. Anyway, HQA, I know this is a team that actually likes to take engagement. As you can see, Kiwang is actually in the spot. He spots Drakinho, but the question is, does he have a nade? Answer is probably no, because I don't see him pulling any pins. Drakinho decides to move, and Drakinho decides to send the nade. Ooh, did he? Oh, I thought he actually countered that nade with the smoke. That would have been sick. But anyway, smoke's coming out as Kiwang has finally realized that that player has got nades, and Drakinho just a little is cooking those nades just a little too much. Maybe not calculating that distance too correctly. A shot to be coming out onto Robert GG through the smoke from Kiwang, but that nade is a good one. Gets the bounce, but doesn't quite get the player down. Drakinho putting up onto that fight, spots that man, gets him out of that bucket. He's like, where are you going, boy? Come back here, boy. But anyway, pushing up the hill is going to be Cross. Coming in from that off angle. Kiwang did get thirsted, so I think it will be smart if you get out of here. Sonny is no longer in vicinity, and Potato is still on the floor. Man down. Mayday. As a Potato does get thirsted, Cross is gonna have to continue in that buggy and get out of here. Look for another way to get into the zone, because this is definitely not a place you want to be at. Anyway, this zone gets crazier and crazier, and I hope the zone crosses over to the other side of the road. I want to see how these teams are going to play it out. 17 minutes in the game, 12 teams still alive. Oh, sorry, make that 17 teams still alive. 57 players still up and running in this game. We've got a lot of action to go. Zone 3 right now, as Nades will be flying out from the hit list onto the boys from Lotus. Both teams have very similar colors, so I cannot even tell them apart. All I just know is that the fight has started. Shots coming out. Kiyoshi does get thirsted on the top of the hill. Jayuya, they do spot Dr. Kitty as he tries to run off into the zone. More shots to see the coming through with the Uzi from Jay. Newton to follow it up, but he doesn't have a scope to go along with it. Moso is down, but Jay has got his eye on that kill that he's not gonna get, as Caitlyn gonna be finding her way into the zone. I'm pulling over to the boys from Pro Era as they crash this compound. They crash South Jojopo, but the Knights getting a little bit of an engagement as Chico goes down. 3 players down for the Knights. 1 player getting thirsted. Tensa in the building, hoping to see if he can actually clutch this time, but it's just going to be coming into this little shack, and most of the teams already sending it into South Jojopo to the crates. And man, it's understandable because we do have another zone shift. But anyway, Pro Era receiving visitors of none other but Mizexis, but I think they're just going to be willing to share as more teams crashing here. Pro Era, you understand the memo, into the third warehouse is going to be the boys from Wasted just driving across the map. They made it one way or the other. They will be fine, and there's a whole lot of shots going on everywhere. Pro Era is aware now. Lazarus getting in an engagement. This is why I do not like Crate's finish, because it gets very, very complicated. Tensa still trying to hold it up against the boys from Eastorm as they're pushing closer and closer. More shots flying out in the northern edge of the circle. Tensa hears those footsteps, sees 1, sees 2, but that player doesn't see him. He pushes out to the UMP, but it's 3 players directing guns at him, and down he goes. Pro Era still out here holding it up in those buildings as Wall Street Bets finally getting in beautiful position to hold in this game. But anyway, everyone is in between crates, everyone is in the maze, and let's just see who knows the maze the most as more shots will be coming out. Inferno letting the shots fly onto Pan, who is on the top of that, what do you call it? I don't know what it's called. Anyway, Lotus still having to deal with the boys from Pro Era out there on that on the right hand side. GKS has to find a way into the zone as they're out here pushing in closer and closer. They do lose 1 player. It's going to be Reavers, the last one left. Kindness is going to be the one doing all of the shots, all of the damage as Eastorm will be letting the nades fly. Wall Street Bet still taking some shots from the guys from Wasted. Nades in the hands of Ronaldinho. A beautiful footballer and a very nice grenadier as he gets that nade to land up onto that last player. The hit list out here is still dealing with the boys from Lotus Esports as they lose some of their players. I can't find any of those teams on my leaderboards, but Nova, they've got their eyes on the guys from Dior as they find their way into the zone. The zone pushes away from the crates, and this is where it becomes crazy because it is farming time, fishing time for teams like Nova, Wasted, and Mizexis, provided Mizexis can actually play their cards very well as they take some shots towards some of the members from Eastorm. If I'm Mizexis, I'm not getting out of here, at least not till that zone moves, but I think they have other plans as Yahir gets into that vehicle trying to repark it just in case they do not get that next zone. It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy right here as we've got the Panthers holding it up in this warehouse. The same thing can be said about Nova as they're holding the little compounds just outside. I don't know if you have names for these compounds, but anyway, I'm just going to keep calling them compounds upon compounds, and it's getting crazy. Here's a little bit of a cool off time as now every one of this team is just waiting for who's going to try to get into the zone first. But I love the play coming out from the boys from the Black Panthers, going in from the shoreline, using that little bit of a shoreline cover. But that vehicle from Samu is gonna give them out as Drakinio has definitely heard those shots, and the shots I've definitely heard those people. I love the play coming out from Black Panthers, and I hope they are able to find their way up on the top of the shore. But anyway, the zone gonna start closing up in about 30 seconds, and let's just see how these teams are gonna play this one out. Ronaldinho is letting those nets fly towards the guys from Lazarus, but this time he's not quite able to make them connect. Zexis though getting into those vehicles, trying to get ready to exit the vicinity. But Eaststorm, I don't think they're gonna be allowing that one happen. As you can just see, they've got their eyes locked on the entrance of that warehouse. And now the guys in the warehouse are Pro Era, the Zexes. They know they're in a very, very top spot, because getting out of here is where there's gonna be a whole lot of trouble. Nova holding it up here with 3 kills to their name, pulling over to the boys from Lazarus as they push up closer and closer onto the Wall Street bets. It's gonna be Steve-O and Stark, or make that the Shark holding it up. Starlight is out here. I'm giving you the area view, because what better way to watch the push getting initiated? Bonded still flying, doing a little bit of damage. The third party is active. It is real. Joey pushes out onto that one, spots one player, make that 2. Joey pushing closer and closer. He's out there in front. One player goes down. It's Nemesis for Wall Street bets as they lose 2 players. Shark holding it up in the middle of that crate. The push is initiated by Issa Jat, and it's an excellent push coming out from Lazarus. Talk about coordination at its finest as Nova do get favored with the zone. More shots going on that northern edge as Team Cruelty have to get started with the guys from Wasted. Team Cruelty in that blue zone, losing a whole lot of health as Legend goes down. The Black Panthers though making it up to the top of the shore, and now they still have to move. Only Nova has got the zone. Lotus is spotting a whole lot of trouble. Pro Era getting pushed by the guys from Lazarus. I love the push coming in from Lazarus as Starlight is going to be pushing up onto Fishy. Is he going to be able to hold it up? The drop shot from Starlight and the support from Fierce is excellent to take that player down. Shots coming in from the Mizex's part of view as they will be taking some shots into the zone. We're still down to 11 teams, and this is zone 6. 39 seconds on the clock. This zone, the wall of death is going to start to move just by little. Where Black Panthers still holding it on the top, taking in some shots, being the gatekeepers for the boys from Lotus. But they themselves, they do not find themselves in the zone. Vehicles getting exploded, shots flying out in every single angle of this game. It gives you the question, who to watch, who's doing the damage. The Sexties still not quite able to get any of this kill as the boys from Eaststorm begin to smoke their way. They have to push up onto this fight. They understand the situation they're in as Lazarus eventually will send the boys onto Pro Era. More shots coming out as Lazarus do not understand. They do not see the third match coming in from Eaststorm. Issa Jat still letting the shots fly. The drop shot from Ronaldinho is not going to be able to stop him as Joey and Issa Jat has got their eyes focused on the guys from the Zexes. The drop shot from Issa Jat is excellent, but he goes down. Joey is still trying to hold it up outside. He has to push up, but he's got just 1 HP. The boys from Eaststorm, they have to come in for this one, but I think they're dead. But the play zone just too strong, just too powerful for Lazarus Esports as they go down. The nades getting dropped because the teams have realized that the Hugh Strat is definitely going to be very, very plausible. But this zone, this wall of death is going to be doing a whole lot of damage as teams in the blue zone is going to be execute, taking in some shots at the rotating members from the Black Panthers, and out the Black Panthers go. The Panthers, on the other hand, they're still alive. They've got 4 alive. Nova losing kindness. QZ is going to be there to grab the revive, but he has to keep the fire going. He takes some shot at that player from the Sexes, and down he goes. 4 teams left in the lobby. Executes Pro Era, Nova, and the Panthers. More shots coming out from the Panthers onto the direction of... what team is that? On to Execute. Execute, on the other hand, they have to get into the zone, and I think they have just 1 burning buggy to work with. This is where it becomes crazy. If I were you, I'm passing my meds to someone, try to see if you can get me some points as the play zone begins to claim those kills from the hands of Mizexis. The play zone is way behind as more shots will still be coming out. We are in a 4-way fight. The question is, who walks home with the winner chicken dinner? The Panthers have just this little tree and their 2 vehicles to work with as they realize they might have to crash that compound that's Nova QC, who's still taking in some shot, and it's actually a very possible crash. If I were there, I'm actually pushing that one. I'm gonna be pushing that compound, but I'm gonna leave this view. Pan is the last one left for Pro Era. The question is, can he pull up his inner Papi? That is the question we have in mind. But anyway, speaking about Papi, he's still alive with his team, waiting to get an introductory knock in any direction, and they will be full set in that one. But the nade from QZ is excellent. This man have got hands, and it's excellent from QZ up onto Papi. As Papi goes down, he starts, I call it, execute, have to find a way into the zone. They are getting shot at. As you can see, smokes in the open. Pan gets spotted by Yang, and down he goes. 3 teams left. The free fire into the smoke. QC. What is this man on? As he continues the push, he spots Papi or spots Moso in the grass, takes him out. This man is excellent as he continues his push, letting the shots fly into the open. But Freddy is out there in the grass. He's gonna take that man down. Kindness spots him out. It is a 1v1. Iris up against Kindness. The question is, Iris is on the edge of the zone. He's able to get his health back up. He spots Kindness though. Who wins the 1v1? Kindness doesn't quite spot him yet. No, the answer is no, as Kindness knows where that player is. He's taking the shots. Iris stands up, pushing up onto that one. Kindness going for the quick peeks left, right. 130 HP left. The UMP reload comes through. He's taking in the shots. The pre-fire is excellent from Iris. More shots coming in. That player down to 1 HP, and the peaks from Nova as they get the back-to-back chicken dinner. Someone in the chat said Nova greater than Knights, and bro, I may just be jumping on that train because Nova out here grabbing that double winner chicken dinner of the day. You love to see it, and they're doing it with such number of kills. 12 kills to their name, courtesy of QZ. That man was excellent. Look at that push that he made onto the guys from the Panthers. That was a very, very excellent push, and I really enjoyed watching that one. Second place is going to be none other but Execute with 3 kills. The Panthers in third place with 1 kill. Pro Era in fourth place with 1 kill. Fifth place is going to be Mizexis with 3 kills. Wasted in sixth place with 8 kills. Black Panther is in 7th place with 4 kills. Lazarus in 8th place with 10 kills. Team Cruelty in 9th place with 0 kills. Esports Eastorm in 10th place with 6 kills. Lotus Esports in 11th place with 5 kills. DR in 12th place with 0 kills. Wall Street Bets in 13th place with 0 kills. The Hit List in 14th place with 1 kill. GKS in 15th place with 6 kills to their name. The Knights going out in 16th place with 0 kills. HQA is going to be in 17th place with 0 kills. And Team Chanchos going out there in 18th place with 0 kills. Back to me, boys. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna say that's all for me today, but to be honest, I don't know about you guys. I actually want to change that background so you guys do not get the wrong information. So I'm gonna do this, take this. Ouch, I'm moving the wrong thing. All right, there we go. Take this, put that there, take it here, and put that down here so you guys can see me. There we go. All right, man, I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun, and to be honest, I cannot wait to do this again because we're going to be seeing these teams go all out again on Friday. I'm actually super pumped. I really love the support that I got in the chat. I don't know if I'm allowed to cast myself or or do self adverts, but anyway, in case you're looking for me, I am CrownsXX Pubg Mobile in the chat because I'm Crowns I'm Crowns Pubg Mobile out there in the chat. I don't know, you might see me, you may not see me, but maybe because my chat's getting lost. But anyway, I'm Crowns in the chat. J.Crowns on YouTube, on Instagram. But anyway, if you're able to find my YouTube, you'll be able to find me on pretty much every social media. That being said, thank you all for tuning in on behalf of 8R. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but thank you all for tuning in. I cannot wait to be back at your screens, and I actually should do this more because I definitely had a lot of fun tonight. I'm hungry, but I had a lot of fun tonight. Anyway, but that being said, that's going to be all 4 games for today. This was excellent from all of this lobby. I had a lot of fun. My head is still banging. I'm still so excited that I got to cast, so many of my players that I actually like in NA, and I'm actually more pumped that many of you actually enjoyed my casting, and I hope to bring more stuff to you. I'm elongating this talk too much. I'm supposed to end the stream. That being said, actually, let me just ask, anything you want me to show? Yeah, my keyboard is noisy. Courtney can relate. But anyway, speaking of Courtney, thank you so much for this opportunity, and Christy, I believe, yeah, Christy, thank you so much for this opportunity. But anyway, like I said, I had a lot of fun. My name is Crowns, not 8x Scope. I am not 8x Scope. I'm pretty sure there's a huge difference in accents because I'm an 8x Scope fan too, but two different people. Anyway, live talk for who talk is due, for where talk is due. My name is J Crowns on J.Crowns on YouTube. On Instagram. You might just see this face. Crowns XX on YouTube. Crowns XX on Twitter. I'm actually missing my socials right now. But anyway, type up J Crowns or Crowns anywhere, and I'm the only one who bears that. Crowns with a Z though. But anyway, that being said, thank you all for tuning in. I had a whole lot of fun. I enjoyed casting this one. If you're new to the stream, kindly subscribe to the channel, and if you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to that channel. Probably keep the bell on, because like I said, stream is going to be up again tomorrow, and I'm going to be here again back at your faces on Friday. So do not go anywhere. Same time, same place. That being said, it's your boy Crowns. Because of my people in the chat, I'm going to sign out the way I normally would sign out. You know the vibes. Stay safe, stay connected, practice social distancing, don't do drugs, use protection, and you know the vibes. Do not hack the game. Until next time, NA, I'm going to be seeing you guys real soon. Mwah! Thank you for the love. Bye.